AVC Sports presents high school football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Snode State Farm, Dudley Satellites, Dish, Muskingum Valley Health Center, Schrock's Woodworking, Emory Heating and Cooling, Surgent Construction, Dave's Buy, Sell, and Trade, Doudna Chiropractic, McVay Funeral Home, Allen Hunter State Farm, and Sharon Stone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some playoff football. We are here tonight in Sarahsville, the home of the Shenandoah Zeps. I'm Bill Cassler. With me, Mike Podlasiak. Mike, I think we drew a cherry assignment tonight. Kudos to the OHSAA, the way they seed. Shenandoah is the 8th seed. Berne Union, their opponent tonight, is the 9 seed. And they are pretty close as we look at the stats and look over everything. Two really good football teams. I think we're going to have an excellent game tonight.
I totally agree with you. I don't think we could ask for much more. The 8 and 9 seed, the last couple of years has been a good matchup. And, boy, it sure appears on paper, at least, to look like we got a good one going here tonight. Actually, we were looking there. There's only like 4/100ths of a point that separated these two. So, like you mentioned, one more win by one of Berne Union's opponents, and we could very well have been in Fairfield County tonight.
Down in the digs down at Sugar Grove, where the Rockets are from, and they've got an excellent program. They've got a good football team, and they have got some players here we want to talk a little bit about tonight. And leading the way, number 12, Nate Nemeth.
He was an All-Ohio quarterback and defensive back last year as a junior, and we were talking to a couple of their media people, and they said basically 80% of their offense runs through Nemeth. He's an outstanding player, 6 foot, 180 pound, good-looking kid. We kind of got a chance to watch him warm up a little bit ago. So he's going to be a force that the Zeps are going to have to contain tonight if they have a chance to win.
3-year starter. They were undefeated last year, and they were very much surprised to have been knocked out by River, the Pilots, in the first round last year, and I believe it was like 52-21.
Yeah, it wasn't even a contest. Yeah, it wasn't even close. But and of course, River could be a force again this year. They finished second in Region 27, Division 7. So Coach Mike Flannery down there has done a great job with that program down in Hannibal.
Yeah, they're an outstanding team. But tonight, the teams here, two outstanding teams. I want to talk a little bit about the Zeps as well. Saw them last week. The quarterback, number 2, Braxton Barnett. He's just a freshman, and it really, you kind of have to wrap your head around it. The Zeps they had an established quarterback coming into the spring, Nathan Van Fleet, and he volunteered, after watching him in the spring, he volunteered to go to the offensive line. Van Fleet, a big kid, went to the offensive line so that this boy could play quarterback. He's broken a lot of records this year.
And getting back to Van Fleet, unfortunately for the young man, because what a sportsmanship, what a quality teammate,
yes,
move that was on his part to volunteer to go to the line so the Barnett kid could become quarterback. And then he tore his ACL in preseason practice and was unable to play his senior year. So it's a shame he wasn't able to be a part of this Shenandoah team. But getting back to the quarterback, Braxton Barnett, 6 foot, 165 pound freshman, and to look at his stats, Bill, mind-boggling. I mean, he broke just about every single passing record in school history here, and they've had some good ones here at Shenandoah.
They have had some really good ones here at Shenandoah, make no mistake about that, and he has broken those records. A lot of credit to the coaching, I think, here. Johnny Jones coming in and taking over last year. He had to resign, unfortunately, but Josh Lowry has picked right up where Jones left off this year and has done a great job developing this program. They have an offense that really has a lot of components. You can't just camp on one guy with the Zeps.
And their record is a little deceptive, Bill. They come in here 6-4, but you look. They lost to a very good Union local team midway through the season. Mm-hmm. They lost their last 3 games, but that was to River, Barnesville, and Caldwell, who all three together have a combined record of 28-2.
Yes.
So they have been tested, and all those were competitive games.
Yes.
I mean, they didn't get blown out in any three of those games.
I was here last week for the Noble County Super Bowl. That was not decided until the last few minutes. Zeps played very, very well. They're an excellent football team.
So I look for a good one here tonight, you know. And Barnett, like I said, he had over 2,000 yards throwing the football this year.
Yeah, it's a good one. Great matchup tonight. It's the Zeps. It's Berne Union. We're going to take a quick break here as we pause for our national anthem. Back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Stan from Dudley Satellite, your local dish authorized retailer. Our community is our family, and we are committed to supporting causes that matter here in southeastern Ohio. That's why we are proud supporters in high school sports. It's just one way we are helping to make a difference right here in our own backyard. Call us at 740-581-1191 or visit 510 Cumberland Street, Caldwell to learn more about how we are supporting our community through Dish Cares.
MVHC Urgent Care provides health care without the wait. Their locations offer extended hours and are fully equipped with x-ray and lab services. You do not have to be an MVHC patient to utilize the urgent care services. Visit one of their convenient locations in Cambridge, Coshocton, Malta, or Zanesville for all your urgent health care needs.
Schrock's Woodworking is a family-operated cabinet shop with a passion for beautiful custom cabinetry. Whether you love a rustic kitchen with lots of shiplap or are drawn to a sleek and modern design, they create the kind of cabinetry you can build your life around. Call 740-489-5229. Cut out the middleman and work directly with your cabinet maker at Schrock's Woodworking. Visit schrockswoodworking.com for a virtual tour and a free estimate. That's SCHROCKS woodworking.com.
Dad, I don't feel good.
I'll grab the Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey.
Isn't DayQuil just for parents?
Actually, Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey is just for kids, specially designed to treat kids' most bothersome cold symptoms quickly with a honeylicious tasting flavor kids like.
You know what else kids like?
DayQuil Kids Honey first, then video games.
Deal.
Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey, the kids' honeylicious daytime coughing, congestion, stuffy head, stuffy nose medicine. Safe for ages 6+.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalize this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Just happy to be here. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
We are back at Shenandoah High School, the site of tonight's Division VI football playoff game between the Berne Union Rockets and the Shenandoah Zeps. Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak with you here. Incidentally, this pregame report is brought to you by Gillespie's Drugs and Berne Med Services, providers of reliable prescription services, over-the-counter items, vitamins, as well as a huge selection of gifts, including Radio Shack. Do not forget Berne Med for all your home health care needs. Wishing all the local schools good luck this football season. Hey, we're on video tonight. Now, thankfully, they've only got one camera because we're better heard and not seen, actually.
I've been told I was told a long time ago I got a face made for radio.
That's exactly why I started up in this field right here. You're right on it. But again, always a pleasure to be here, and especially after watching. I've seen the Zeps I think 3 times this year. And last week, I mean, they played their hearts out. Of course, it's the season-ending game against Caldwell. Mike, almost like a playoff game, really, with all the emotion involved.
Exactly. I wasn't here last week. I'd gone over to see the Barnesville Union local game. Very similar situation, you know, big-time rivalry. And it sets the mood for your playoffs, which take place the next week. And very luckily for the Zeps and the Redskins, they are both hosting games tonight.
Yeah, and Redskins had an outstanding game. Zeps played very, very well in that game. And you got to remember, Caldwell, again, very much a senior-dominated team. They're going to lose some players this next year. Shenandoah, we talked about their youth. They've got a lot of kids coming back.
They do, and I was kind of surprised when I was going through the lineup. It's just the first time I really had a chance to look that closely at their starting lineup. They have an awful lot of juniors and a couple of freshmen and sophomores that have been big contributors this year, again, led by the quarterback Braxton Barnett, who's just a freshman.
Yeah, now they do have a few seniors. They're going to lose a few kids, but I mean, as it goes, Joel Radizak, he'll be a tough loss. I mean, he's an outstanding receiver, good tight end, a frequent target of Braxton Barnett, almost like a safety blanket. I mean, he's so big, and he made a lot of catches last week, had an outstanding game. So he's going to be one loss. But as you look down, not too many other losses that could hurt the Zeps a whole lot. Hunter Schott, that'll probably hurt someone.
And Jared Trenner.
Yes, Jared Trenner, absolutely.
Jared Trenner, two-time All-Ohioan. He was the one that after Nathan Van Fleet got hurt, he actually was All-State last year as a guard, an offensive guard.
And moved
he
over.
made the move to the center position where he's done an outstanding job here his senior year. So, they don't have very many seniors, but they have quality seniors on this lineup.
Well, and there will be some losses, but as we said, the people down here in Sayersville, they've got a lot to look forward to in the next few years. And anytime you can make the playoffs, particularly when you got a home game, it really helps your program. That's more time with the kids for the coaches, and they love that. And the kids, they want to keep on playing when there's success.
I've got mixed feelings about the 16 teams being in the playoffs. We can talk about that some other time. But it does present a great atmosphere here tonight. And like you said, from a coaching standpoint, they love the fact, like you said, they get at least one more week with them. And somebody here tonight is going to get at least a second week after the season.
And it's in debate tonight because these teams, as we said, they match up very, very well. Now, of course, Berne Union made the playoffs last year, but they didn't have a lot of kids that were held over. So they don't have a lot of playoff experience, but they have some. So that's going to make some difference tonight.
They've got some experience on the line, but we were talking to somebody. Their biggest graduation losses were their skill position people. They said the only one they really had back this year, of course, was Nemeth, the quarterback, and outstanding young man there. But they've had to replace basically all of their skill positions from last year.
All right, getting ready now for the opening kickoff here at Shenandoah High School. Berne Union, I believe they won the toss. They will receive.
Yeah, they did. They, unlike a lot of schools nowadays, they want to defer that to the second half. They won the toss, and right away said, we want the football.
We're going to get a chance to see what all the fuss is about with number 12, Nate Nemeth. And he's a good one. All-Ohio last year. They're expecting him with the year he had to be All-Ohio this year. And he's going to get to handle the ball every offensive snap. So that's going to spell some problems for the Zeps. We'll have to see how these lines match up. That could determine this football game.
Very well. I tell you, we saw a couple of young men come out as captains for Berne Union. Caddis Moody, 6'3", 305
yeah,
senior.
He's a load.
Oh, I'm telling you what, he was an impressive-looking young man out there for the toss.
All right, Zeps ready to kick. Rockets ready to receive. We are underway. That's going to be a squib kick down the sideline, picked up by one of the men in the back. That's Nemeth right there. He's at the 15. He's going back. Now he's trying to cut it up. He's got a little bit of a lane, makes one man miss, and they bring him down right around the 35-yard line. He had some room, Mike.
Well, I tell you what, I wondered what he was doing. He got the ball here along the right sideline, and they took it all the way across the field, but he evidently knew what he's doing because he ended up picking up about 15 yards. Nice return there for the senior quarterback.
Nate Nemeth. And how many times have you seen the quarterback as a kick returner? You know he's got some skill, don't you?
Yeah, they list him, and the people we talked to said, you think he's impressive, the quarterback, he also is a defensive back too.
Yeah, and plays all over the place. So we'll be calling number 12's name a lot tonight. Running back tonight for the Rockets, number 22, it is Luke Schaefer. Long count, and I believe that's Schaefer off to the left side of Nemeth. The snap. We're going to throw a quick pass out to the sideline. Nice grab and a nice gain, yards after catch. And let's see if I can get a number on it.
That's number 21.
21.
Colton Woodgard.
Not someone we had, but they do the same thing as the Zeps. They'll move the ball all over the field, and Nemeth, he makes good decisions. That's one of the reasons he's back there. All right, Rockets come to the line once again. Nemeth in the shotgun, and right behind him. Snap to fake. Nemeth has it. He's back. He's chased. He's going to throw the pass right over the middle. Ill-advised pass. Zeps were all over that one. and had the screen sniffed out pretty well. That was number 55, Jared Trenner.
Along with number 6, Joel Radizak, putting pressure on Nemeth that time.
Couple of seniors.
And I tell you what, Nemeth got away with one there. That ball should never have been thrown. Lucky that wasn't picked off.
And Radizak, he's easy to spot with those pink shoes.
He
He's active defensively. You got to watch him from that defensive end spot. He's tough.
Boy, he looks good in a uniform too, doesn't he?
He's a tall, rangy, athletic type defensive end. All right, Nemeth back ready to receive the snap again. The snap, Nemeth's going to take it, and he's going to run it off the left side this time. Got some room. They knock him out of bounds. I don't think he's got quite enough for the first down, so Rockets with a decision to make, and let's see. This may tell. Is it only third down?
Yes.
Okay, third down, so no decision to make. 3 yards to go for the first down. So Nemeth shows that he can run. Got a good arm, shows he can pass, and has made one pretty poor decision. I would say he threw that kind of into a crowd, that second down ball.
And like I said, very fortunate that didn't get picked off by Zep.
Good pressure by Shenandoah as well. Trenner and Radizak. Number 43 has been in at running back, Ian Northrup, for the Rockets. And I think the Rockets use a variety of players in at back. And you'll see number 22, Luke Schaefer, swung out. Also, number 8, Nate Homan, a frequent target of Nemeth. They've got some players. All right. Timeout over. Zeps returning to the field. Berne Union now, third down and 4. Nemeth, the quarterback. Long count, the snap. And he's going to keep it straight ahead, and he is close. I don't think he made it.
It's going to depend on the spot. He is awfully close. They faked the jet sweep that time. Nemeth carrying right up the gut.
Good spot by the official. I thought he went down and then kind of inched up. They're going to go for it on 4th here. On the Zep 45. There's motion. That's going to be against Berne Union.
Be interesting to see if they decide to go for it here on 4th and 6.
Procedure against the Rockets, so that'll put them back 5. Let's see if that forces a punt. Head coach Tony Herbst, and you noted to me that he's had quite a bit of success. He's been there 5 years. He's done a nice job with the Rockets, hasn't he?
He has. This is his 5th year as the head coach of the Rockets. Overall record, including this season, is 37-14.
Brennan Portman back to receive that kick. And here's the punt. Nice high punt. Portman's going to field it, make one man miss. Makes another man miss. The 15. Gets it out to the 19. There's a flag. It's a very late flag that comes flying in. Let's see what that's all about. Not sure what happened there.
That's usually not good for the return
Portman was about an arm's length away from breaking that. If he could have turned that corner, that's going to be against the Zeps, so would have all come back anyway.
That's probably going to cost him 10.
Let's see what the call is. And I see the Berne Union faithful are cowbell ringing people. They're Mississippi State, aren't they the cowbell people?
Yes, they are. You're all over it. So they called a hold against the Zeps. So they'll end up having to start this.
Back at the 10-yard line. On the positive, it is a 1st and 10. All right, quarterback for the Zeps, Braxton Barnett. Long count. Feldner back off to his left side, number 9.
Getting a play from the sideline.
The snap. It's going to be a give to Feldner, and he's not going to go anywhere.
Guess who? Mr. Nemeth.
Yeah. He's a good one, isn't he?
Oh, my. About a 3-yard loss there for Feldner.
Coming up on 10 minutes now, actually past 10 minutes now in the first quarter of play. It's a 2nd down and 13. Nemeth.
He lines up there as an outside linebacker.
Let's see if they throw the ball downfield. I think they're trying to signal win a play again. Barnett's got it straight ahead. Feldner, and nothing doing again. They're all over it. I'll tell you what, Jacob Feldner, he is one tough running back. And he will just keep coming at you.
Big play early here for the Zeps. You don't want to turn it right back over to Berne Union, but
3rd and 13.
Maybe a little limited what you can do from your own 7-yard line.
Well, look for Berne Union to blitz or put a rush on. Snap, he's back. He's looking. One man breaks free. Barnett's going to be brought down at the 3. Wow, good defensive play by the Rockets. They're all over it. Advantage Berne Union being able to, 3rd and 13, you know it's going to be a pass. They kind of put their ears back and rushed. Not sure who got the sack there for the Rockets, but look back there on the 35-yard line. One returner back, it's Nemeth. Or Nemeth. I think it's Nemeth is how you say it. Oh, shank punt. That's not going to go very far. It's going to roll out of bounds right around the 25-yard line. So excellent field position for Berne Union. 8:20 left in the first. Nothing. Last week, the Zeps started off with a 12-0 lead over Caldwell. A little bit of adversity this week. They're going to mark the ball right around the 27-yard line, but not too far to go for Mr. Nemeth and company to put some points on the board.
Boy, Coach Herbst has to think that he made the right decision when it was 4th and 6 to go ahead and punt it, because now they get the ball back in great field position at the Shenandoah 27-yard line.
Nemeth, the snap, the give, straight ahead. Ooh, nothing.
Oh.
That was number 43 with the ball, Ian Northrup. And
big hit made that time by number 55. That's Jared Trenner.
He found a green wall when he got to the line of scrimmage. Trenner again. Could be having a big game tonight for the Zeps. 2nd down and 10 now. Nemeth back at quarterback again. Northrup, the running back, off to his left side, trips off to the one side. Not sure, there might have been some motion early. Nemeth is looking. He's going to scramble and run out of bounds. Gain of probably right around 4 on the play. So it'll bring up a 3rd down, right around 6 to go for the Rockets. Big down here, but I'm sure they're in 4-down territory this time.
Run out of bounds over there by Jacob Feldner.
Going to call it 3rd and 7, so you've got 2 plays to make 7 yards. Good job again defensively by the Zeps. I'm not sure if that was a planned run.
Looked like at first there was going to be some room for him to run there on that left side, but a nice job by Feldner making up some ground quickly.
Long count, the snap, straight ahead. Nemeth again, he breaks one tackle, doesn't break the second, and he's going to be stood up.
By a host of Shenandoah tacklers.
Maybe a yard. 4th down, right around 6 to go now for the Rockets. Big play here for the Zeps.
Trenner, Radizak, Logan Clark all in on that stop. It's a big play here early on.
Nemeth, to this point, has not had a whole lot of time to pass.
He hasn't.
Zeps have put some good pressure on him.
Right now to this point, the Zep defensive front basically is winning the battle against the offensive front of the Rockets.
All right, Nemeth, the quarterback, in shotgun, long count, the snap, the fake. Nemeth's going to lob it over the middle. He's got a man down there. Nice catch. And a few yards after the catch, that is number 32 for the Rockets. That is Cody Homan. So Homan gives the Rockets a fresh set of downs, 6:44. Caldwell Lumber 1st down for Berne Union. Nemeth is back. He's looking. Got some trouble. Flag on the play. Probably holding Nemeth. Makes one man miss. The second man gets a hold of him. Nothing doing. He's brought down. Let's see what this is all about with the flag. 59. That was Hunter Schott in there on the tackle for the Zeps. I think holding from where it was thrown.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's see what the striped shirts say. Little discussion.
It is going to be marked off against the Rockets.
Big penalty right there. Ooh. So it will be first down, but it's going to be first down, 26 to go. So the Rockets have quite a bit of yardage to make up here. Let's see if they go to the air. We'll see what Nemeth is all about. It's the Zeps' turn to put a pass rush on the Berne Union quarterback. The snap, he's got it looking, guns a pass to the outside, wide open, and brought down very quickly. Nice job there by Portman to bring down the receiver, number 24, Zach Cox, for the Rockets. Cox picks up maybe right around 3. Looked to me like he had a lot more room. Nice job by Portman.
He did. He closed quickly on that. Looked to me like maybe we might see that play again. It looked like they might have been setting up a double pass with that play right there.
First play of the game, they ran that off to the left side. Now that was the right. 5:40 left here in the first. Rockets threatening. Nemeth, the quarterback, in shotgun formation. Nemeth's back. He's looking. Got some time. Now it runs out, and somebody tripped him up.
Joel Radizak,
again.
With pressure.
Like I said, the pink shoes. You
can't miss him.
Look for the pink shoes. There he is, and he's right there on top of Nemeth. That's going to cost them again, and this time it takes a down with them. So it's third down, 26 to go. What do you do in your playbook for this?
I think what you got to try to do, you're obviously not, I don't think, going to try to pick it all up with one play. You're going to try to get something that gives you 10 to 15 yards right here, which makes it a little more manageable than on fourth down.
Nemeth in the shotgun again, the snap. He's going to run a quick draw. They spy him, but he gets away from that to the outside. Nemeth is forced out of bounds. He's a smooth runner.
Yes, he is.
He does not look like he's real fast, but he's by you before you know it. And he has a nice gain.
Picked up about 12 on that play.
So that's going to bring up a fourth down, probably right around 14 to go here on this play. And wholesale substitutions for the Rockets.
So do they have a possible field goal kicker maybe? It looks like they are lined up to attempt a field goal here.
Yeah, and let's see who that man is that is the kicker. Is it number 10?
Nico Diaz
30.
Otero.
Yes, and here's the kick, and it's low and no good.
That would have been a 35-yarder, not even close.
Yeah, the Zeps will take over. They dodge a bullet with the shank punt right there. Good job right there by the Shenandoah defense right there. Kudos to them.
I tell you, the big play right there was a holding penalty.
Yes.
It was called against Berne Union, put them in a bad situation, 1st and 25, just not able to overcome that big of a penalty.
Starting to see why what Berne Union does. They rely a lot, as they told us, 80% of the offense runs through.
Yeah, the people we talked to weren't lying, were they?
They were not kidding, and he's a good one. All right, Braxton Barnett, the quarterback for the Zeps now. Their second series with the football. Snap, Barnett straight ahead. Going to show he can run. Makes one man miss, makes another man miss. He's ahead for 10. He's out. He's got 15. He's all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain.
Everybody sucked in on that play fake right up the gut to Jacob Feldner.
Barnett does not run too often. Now, he will show you that he can do it. But right there was a good, smart coaching there by Coach Lowry. The fake to number 9, the running back, Felder, who's handled most of the ball tonight as far as the running's gone. And everybody went for number 9. Barnett took off 20 yards on the play. That changes field position a little bit too, Mike.
Now might be a good time for a play-action pass because they've done nothing. They really haven't thrown the ball yet at all, and that's what, of course, Barnett is known for, he threw for over 2,000 yards this season as a freshman, and kind of sets up the play action pass right here. Again, favor targets, basically Hunter Yates, Joel Radazak, and Brendan Portman.
Radazak is tough over the middle, and Yates, they've got some speed on the outside.
Yeah, Yates actually set a school record this year for touchdown catches in a season with 15.
Portman's a nice-looking receiver. They've
got
some skill.
They do have some skill players.
All right, Barnett. How to use that skill right now.
One-on-one coverage out here.
And they're going to roll out. I think you're on it. Going to lob it down the field. He's got a man. Portman's down there at the 40. The 35 of Berne Union. He's knocked out of bounds. He lobbed that ball up, but they had the secondary so spread out. Portman was wide open. Easy catch and run. Big yardage for the Zeps. Caldwell Lumber, first down.
Barnett did a nice job that time getting his shoulder squared. Didn't try to throw it too hard. Gave Portman room to run underneath that pass.
Straight ahead. That's Feldner. And that's what we like to see out of Feldner. 9 yards on the play, running straight ahead between the tackles. He's tough to bring down. Second down now and 2. Zeps go into their quick offense. Straight ahead. This time, nothing doing. Berne Union all over it. In there on the tackle for the Rockets. That's number 50, James Ashton. Also number 22, Luke Schaefer.
And 67, Wyatt Adams.
Third down now. Back and looking is Barnett. He's looking, sets up. He's got to go. He throws the ball. It was a smart play. Threw it out of bounds. And, of course, he was outside the hash, so it didn't make any difference. He's able to ground that football and save the loss, but it brings up a fourth down for the Zeps.
That's a smart play there by the freshman. You know, a lot of times you watch professional players sometimes aren't even smart enough to throw the ball away to save some yardage.
Well, he knew he was boxed in, that's for sure. Big fourth down here for the Zeps. Long count. Feldner in the pistol right behind Barnett.
Look to the sideline for Lowry to get maybe a change in play here.
Long count, the snap. He's going to take it himself. He's close. He didn't make it.
Boy,
stop by
nice
the Rockets.
Play out there.
Stop by the Rockets.
And guess who?
Yeah.
Nemeth.
Yeah. They ran right towards him.
Nemeth along with number 28 or 26 and Jeremy Dennison. It looked like from here that he had the angle to get there, tried to go a little bit too wide, and I think Nemeth was able to run him down before he was able to get there.
3:32 left in the first quarter. Ball goes over on downs to Berne Union. So now...
No score, but both teams have had their opportunities here early on.
And they're moving the ball. Zeps that time with a nice drive. Nemeth now in the shotgun, and they roll. A little fumble on the ground. The Zeps have it. Not sure who got it. Let's see. That's a marker that flew in there. That's not a penalty. Not sure who got it.
Number 19.
Yeah, that's Caden Palmer. 19 comes up with a fumble. That's a big recovery. They were trying to run some misdirection there, Mike, and somehow the ball got knocked out of Nemeth's hands, and it ended up on the ground. Caden Palmer right on the spot.
Some miscommunication back there in the backfield. That just was a poorly designed play. Too many guys had their hands on the ball, and boy, popped loose. Palmer all over. Big turnover for the Zeps.
Shenandoah gets the ball right back. Braxton Barnett at quarterback in the shotgun. The snap, the give straight ahead. Feldner straight. He's going to pick up right around 4 on the play.
That's a good gain on first down.
Tell you what, a little adversity now. We'll see how Berne Union responds. Barnett looking. He's got a man down there. That's Portman again, down to the 10. That little rollout, Mike, it's working well tonight. They fake the dive, and then they roll him out, and Portman's been open a couple times. 3:05 left in the first, still nothing. Zeps and Berne Union knotted here in the first quarter. The snap, the fake, straight ahead. Barnett's got it. He's going to make one man miss, another man miss. He's dragging men forward. Is he in? Touchdown!
What an effort by the freshman. He was met at about the 4-yard line by 2 guys. and just basically carried them the last 4 yards into the end zone.
I thought for sure he was down. Hey, let's see now the extra point here. Number 21, Savannah Irvin, she's tried a few attempts now. The big thing here is Zeps need to get the ball back to the holder in good shape. Irvin now getting ready. So she'll take a couple steps off. Now here we go. Snap is down. It's up. It is good.
In there.
7-0 Shenandoah. That's one for Irvin right there. You have to like that. 2:57 left in the first. The Zeps are on the board first. They lead Berne Union 7-0. We're going to take a break. Back with more right after this.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it is for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company to offer liability coverage to package with their patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today at 638-3604 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Back at Shenandoah High School, Zeps jump on top, 7-0. Nice drive, great finish. The freshman Braxton Barnett drags a tackler into the end zone. Shenandoah has the lead, and right after Caden Palmer recovered that fumble, momentum was wearing green.
So it's a big turnover, and I tell you what, Zeps, you got to give them credit for taking advantage of the situation. It didn't take them long to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's a little squib kick, and it's going to be good field position for the Rockets. Falling on that football, that is number 3 for Berne Union, David Randolph, and a good job by him. His team now is going to have the ball 1st and 10 right around their own 45-yard line, so a chance for Mr. Nemeth and company to come back quickly.
I don't understand that sometimes. All it does is presents a real good field opportunity for the Rockets to start this drive from their own 47.
Nemeth at quarterback in the shotgun. The snap, shooting through the gap. Nice run here. That is number 43 for the Rockets. Wow. Nice run there by Ian Northrup. And Northrup has probably around 12 yards. That's going to be a Rockets first down.
Their third on the evening.
Really the first real successful running play for the Rockets.
That was a good read that time by Nemeth. I tell you what, he was quickly made the decision, and a good decision because he was about to be brought down.
They're keying on him, and they should.
They are.
Nemeth has the football straight ahead.
Nothing doing that time.
I tell you what, Northrup got a mouthful of green jerseys that time. Zeps all over it. Second down, no gain on the play, and 10 now for the Rockets. Nemeth has it. He's going to pitch it out, fumbled. He's lost his footing. That's going to be Zeps' ball. Oh, my goodness. That was Ian Northrup. Once he couldn't handle the pitch, he lost his footing. Zeps with an easy recovery there. I think that was Hunter Schott.
It was Hunter Schott.
Nice recovery by Hunter, and the Zeps have the ball again. Big break here for Shenandoah. This is something you learn a lot from losses. Last week, the Zeps jumped on Caldwell 12-0. They can get a good lead here on Berne Union. I look for the Zeps to play really tough football because you learn football game isn't over in the first quarter.
Quick turnover like that, I wouldn't be surprised if the Zeps don't try to go deep and take advantage of the quick turnover.
Boy, they did that last week, and it worked out pretty well.
So 2 turnovers already here in the first quarter.
Barnett in the shotgun, back and looking. He's going to launch it down the middle of the field. Down there it is. Is that knocked out of the hands of, that was number 24 back there, Zach Cox. He was looking for Portman, or it could have been number 3 down there, Weston Miley, one of those 2 receivers down there. Ball's incomplete.
Like you said, good coverage that time by Zach Cox. Almost came up with the interception.
A good call by you. They went for the deep ball right away.
And number 3, that's Weston Miley, is happened to come off to the sideline here. Some kind of a equipment repair has to be made. He'll be replaced in there by number 16, Hunter House.
All right. Braxton Barnett, the quarterback, in shotgun. Signals coming in. Zeps looking over. The snap. Back. Barnett looking, guns the ball down the middle of the field. He's going to take it, run after catch. He breaks a tackle, breaks another one. Let's see who that was. Was that...
that looked like Hunter Yates.
Yates with the football, number 5. Big gain, Caldwell Lumber first down, straight ahead. Feldner. Gain of right around 2 on the play. .140 clock rolling. Zeps threatening again here in the first quarter. Barnett with the snap. He's back. He's looking. Guns the ball down the middle of the field. He's got him in. That's Radizak. Radizak down to the 5-yard line. Boy, squared his shoulders nicely. Got the ball in great shape to Joel Radizak. Big gain. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down. First and goal for the Zeps. Feldner. And no gain on the play. Rockets all over the football. Boy, they're back on their heels right now.
Yes, they are. Play made in there by Wyatt Adams and Mr. Nemeth.
Barnett back. Looking, he's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Zeps. Hunter shot. Number 5.
Hunter Yates.
Hunter Yates, I'm sorry. All right, on for the extra point, Savannah Irvin. As Hunter Yates puts the Zeps up 13-0. Savannah Irvin marks her spot. Last time the snap was good. Let's see if the young lady can do it again. The snap, it's down, it's up, it is low and no good. All right, 1:03 left in the first quarter of play. The score, Shenandoah 13, Berne Union 0. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
Where can you find the absolute best deal on limestone, colored mulch, and oversized river gravel? Only one place, the Sharon Stone Company, located just 3 miles west of Interstate 77 in Caldwell. The Sharon Stone Company sells quality products that will enhance your property. Sharon Stone has the best prices in the area, and they deliver. So if you're in the market to upgrade your driveway and landscaping, fill a culvert, or spruce up your property, call the Sharon Stone Company at 732-7100. That's 732-7100.
And we are back. Bill Cassler, Mike Podlasiak, via video tonight at yourradioplace.com. So a pleasure to be here tonight. First playoff game of the year, first week of the playoffs. The Zeps are in, and they lead Berne Union 13-0. Great start for Shenandoah, Mike.
They have taken advantage of 2 turnovers here by the Rockets and converted those both into touchdowns. So gives the Zeps the early lead.
Another squib kick. And that's going to filter down to Nemeth. Nemeth is going to slip.
And he's down. Yeah, high school.
Right there.
This isn't the pros. You can't get back up once you get down.
He's got an interesting running style. He's looking for a lane, a space. And when he sees it, he's got kind of an easy gliding, and he gets by you before you know it.
See, I like that kickoff a lot better, though, than the last one because, you know, at least you force them, if they're going to get good field position, they have to do something with it. And they got to start from their own 22-yard line this time instead of their own 43 like they did after the last kickoff.
Incidentally, that was our Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company kickoff. Patrons Buckeye Mutual on Main Street in Cumberland, covering the insurance needs of Ohioans for 122 years. Nemeth brings up the Rockets. 1st and 10 on their own 22. Nemeth, little shovel pass. That's
nice job that time by Radizak.
He's all over it. And that was getting the ball for the first time tonight. Number 22, a name we were expecting to call Luke Schaefer. 5'9", just a sophomore, not a big guy. Pretty speedy, but he's going to lose a half yard. Berne Union looking off to the sidelines. Zeps up and ready to go. under 30 seconds now here in the first quarter, so we'll be probably after this one play taking a break and coming back for the second quarter. Nemeth, the snap, the give, and they're all over. Is that is number 24, I believe? That was Zach Cox, and Cox, not a whole lot of room.
Tackle made that time by the senior, Hunter Schott.
I wanted to give Hunter a touchdown a little bit ago, so.
Well, we'll give him a tackle on that play.
Yeah, all right, we will. That is going to do it. End of the first quarter of play. A good one for the Zeps. They've got the lead, 13-0 Shenandoah. We're going to take a break. Back with more right after this.
Dad, I don't feel good.
I'll grab the Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey.
Isn't DayQuil just for parents?
Actually, Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey is just for kids, specially designed to treat kids' most bothersome cold symptoms quickly with a honeylicious tasting flavor kids like.
You know what else kids like?
DayQuil Kids Honey first, then video games.
Deal.
Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey, the kids' honeylicious daytime coughing, congestion, stuffy head, stuffy nose medicine. Safe for ages 6+.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Just happy to be here.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
We're back, Shenandoah High School, getting ready for the second quarter of play. The Zeps have the lead on Berne Union, 13-0. Rockets have the football. Third down, right around 7 to go. Since those first couple series, Berne Union has struggled to move the ball.
The front has been controlled by the defensive line of Shenandoah.
Nemeth is back. He's looking. Now he's rolling back. He's got some pressure. Got a man. Found number 22 up there, and they're going to drag him down. That is Luke Schaefer, and he's got a nice gain all the way out to the Berne Union 45-yard line. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down. Berne Union now is in business.
That's a good play that time by Nemeth. I tell you, kept his composure and bought enough time in order to, before he was able to find Schaefer wide open in the left flat.
Straight ahead. This time it is number 8. That is Nate Homan with the football, and he's going to pick up right around 3 on the play to midfield. Second down now and 7 for the Rockets.
Like you said, this is kind of where the Zeps were last week against the Redskins. Jumped out to an early 12-0 lead last week and were unable to hold it, so they've been through this situation before recently.
Oh, Zeps are going to make a last-minute substitution.
That's number 77, Devin Wisen, into the game on the front.
Nose tackle. The snap. Nemeth is back.
Oh, there's a hold.
Looking, and he finds a man. No catch. Nice job down there. That is number 5, Hunter Yates, knocking that football away. So that'll bring up a third down and 7 now for the Rockets. Nemeth again facing some pressure. And you said there was a hold. No flags on the play.
There was, the right guard for Berne Union got away with a hold. Good pressure put on that time by Hunter Schott.
So now Nemeth looking over to the sidelines. 3rd and 7 for the Rockets. Berne Union's at midfield. Nemeth in the shotgun. The snap. Back looking. It's a draw. Straight ahead. One man makes one man miss. Another man, no. The second 3 get him down. And he's going to be short of the first down by about 4 yards. They may go for this, Mike.
Nice play made that time by Brendan Portman.
Good job also in the secondary. I think it was Landon Lively that came up and missed him, but made him run wide. Gave time for the Cavalry to come riding in to make the tackle.
The Rockets are going to line up to punt. Kind of surprises me a little bit. Maybe going to try to play some field position here.
Oh, boy, that was close, and there's a flag. Oh, man, if he didn't get a piece of that football, I'm stunned.
I don't know how it got through, and he didn't get a piece of it. Obviously, he didn't.
And if he got a piece of it, it's not a penalty.
It's not a penalty, correct. And that's what Joel Radizak is saying right now, that he got a piece of it.
Look, look at Joel. He's going,
says,
what? He touched it. Let's see here. Officials are now talking it over. Oh, my. Yeah, and Josh Lowry, he's trying to get the officials' attention. He's saying, come on. They're going to give him the first down. Boy,
just a 5-yard penalty running into the kicker as opposed to a personal foul.
But that's going to be enough for a first down.
It is, just enough.
Take it down to the Shenandoah 41-yard line. So a break for the Rockets that time. And a big break because I really thought he got a piece of it. .10 left in the second now. Shenandoah has a 13-0 lead on Berne Union. Rockets have the football at the Shenandoah 41, 1st and 10. Nate Nemeth, the quarterback, the All-Ohioan. The snap straight ahead, nothing doing again. Let's see.
I think he's
that was 24. That was Cox.
Cox along, yeah, and the play made there by Jacob Feldner, the inside linebacker.
You pointed this out. Zeps are winning that battle on the line of scrimmage.
Yes, they are.
And they are not letting any running backs go through. They are putting pressure on Nemeth. They are winning this football game right now at the line. Nemeth, the quarterback, again in shotgun. 2nd down and 9. The snap. The fake. Yeah, no, that wasn't a fake. He took the football, and there's no room for him. Nothing. This time, it was number 34.
They've had a variety of running backs in there so far.
34, Dylan Feinfrock. Feinfrock can't find any room. 3rd down now. Let's call it 10. Again, the pressure on the shoulders of number 12, Nate Nemeth, the All-Ohio quarterback. He needs to make a play here for the Rockets. The snap, the fake. Nemeth has it. He's rolling. Got a man out there. Ball is tipped. It skips off the hands of the receiver. That was Cox. Cox is upset he couldn't haul it in, but Nemeth was under pressure.
Cox was wide open, just like you said, Nemeth under the pressure. He wasn't able to get his feet really set and make a good throw. A little too high in order for Cox to bring it down. And the looks like the Rockets are going to line up to possibly punt here again. Of course, your kicker is the quarterback, Nemeth. So the Zeps need to be aware of a possible fake punt right here in this situation.
They're in a good position to run a fake here. Single receiver back for this. This is going to be a punt, though. Low line drive punt. Portman lets it go. It checks up nicely, but rolls into the end zone.
Good decision that time by Portman to let that go in.
Boy, I thought so, too, particularly with the way it was. It was a low line drive kick. It checked up pretty well, though.
The way it was rotating, though, it was like oblong there. It looked like it was going to roll in, which, fortunately for the Zeps, that it did. So they'll take over 1st and 10 here from their own 20-yard line with 8:41 to go here in the second quarter.
13-0 Zeps with the lead. Started off, Berne Union was moving the football pretty well, but Shenandoah has established dominance on both the offensive and defensive lines tonight. The snap. Here comes Barnett. He's going to make one man miss. Another man. The 30, the 35, the 40. He's down to the 45. He almost broke that one clean. We haven't seen Braxton Barnett running the ball a whole lot so far this year. He ran pretty well that time.
Another Caldwell Lumber 1st down for the Zeps. Moving the ball out to their own 45-yard line.
The snap, the give, straight ahead. That is number 9, the running back, Jacob Feldner. And Feldner, another big gain. He gashes the Rockets. They're down inside the 40, I think. No, check that. They're on the 42. Another score here would be devastating for Berne Union. Barnett back. He's looking deep. He's got shot out there. Catch! Touchdown, Shenandoah! That's Hunter Yates, number 5. Yates beat his man dead to rights. Had a step on him. Once he made the catch, he just backed into the end zone. 19-0 Shenandoah. 8:07 left here in the second quarter. Zeps keep this up. Second round is probably in the bag. All right, the kick, number 21, Savannah Irvin. 1 for 2 tonight. The snap, it's down, it's up, it is blocked. All right, 8:07 left here in the second quarter of play. The score, Shenandoah 19, Berne Union nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more from Shenandoah High School right after this.
Whether you are experiencing pain in your knee, tingling in your fingers, or a sore back, Superior Med Orthopedics is here for you. Their patients' health and safety is their top priority, and they currently offer telehealth visits for your initial appointment. Take comfort in knowing when you come to their facility, they're following all protocols to ensure you remain safe. Find out all their team offers by visiting seormc.org today to learn more.
We're back at Shenandoah High School, second quarter action. Shenandoah with a 19-0 lead on Berne Union. Started off pretty evenly played game. You've got to give the Zeps lines a lot of credit tonight. They have done a great job. They're really winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, and with that, Shenandoah has a 19-0 lead.
And I think it was most noticeable, Bill, right there in that possession. I mean, the first 2 runs, they just opened wide, big, huge holes for Barnett and for Feldner to run through. And then, you know, he and Barnett had all kind of time to make that touchdown throw to Yates there.
Here's the Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company kickoff, fielded by Cox of Berne Union. Makes one man miss. Now reversing his field. That's a mistake. They're going to bring him down right around the 22-yard line. That kickoff, of course, sponsored by Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance on Main Street in Cumberland, covering the insurance needs of Ohioans for 122 years.
Well, I think that was actually Ray Davenport, a 6'2", 165-pound sophomore on the kickoff return.
Well, he had yardage and then decided he might be able to make more the other direction and reversed his field.
Good pursuit
back about 5 yards.
By the Zeps, yeah.
They were all over it.
Momentum definitely on the side of the home team right here.
They've done a great job at the line of scrimmage.
I think this is a huge possession here for the Rockets. If they have any hope at all staying in this football game, they've got to get some points on the board here with this possession.
Nemeth back to pass. He's looking, got pressure. He's going to dump it over the middle. Nothing doing. Oh, man.
Boy, he had pressure from both sides that time.
Yeah, and one of them, 59 Hunter shot was...
Along with Joel Radizak.
Yeah, those two guys...
And Jared Trenner in there.
They've spent a lot of time in the backfield so far. And
they have.
This time, they rocked Nemeth. They really, really hit him. But he's right up. Give the Berne Union quarterback some credit. He's tough.
Nemeth, 5 out of 8 on the evening for 50 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions for the senior quarterback.
Nemeth brings up the Rockets, second down and 10. Whistles. Too much time?
Yeah.
Delay
a game.
All right. Boy, things right now, Rockets having some problems. You have to give the Zeps a lot of credit. They've disrupted just about everything so far that Berne Union has tried to do tonight. Second down now, 15 yards to go. The snap, Nemeth is back and looking. He's going to break a run. They're all over him. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards in there on the tackle. That is 55, Jared Trenner. Trenner having a big night tonight. It'll bring up third down and 12 for the Rockets. 7:25 clock rolling here in the second quarter. And Nemeth has earned every yard he's picked up tonight. Snap, Nemeth back, looking, dumps a pass, that's tipped, and incomplete. Shot tipping that pass, so that'll bring up 4th down, a definite punting situation here for the Rockets.
Boy, those two defensive ends for Shenandoah, Schott and Radizak, have had quite a first half.
Yeah, and Trenner's been in there as well. Those three guys, I don't know how many times we've
they have wreaked
called
havoc
their
against
name.
the Rockets here in the first half. Barring something crazy here, the Zeps should get pretty good field position.
Nemeth, the punter, gets a good one off this time. Portman lets it go, and it's going to check up right around the 46-yard line. Zeps will have it there, 1st and 10. 6:58 left here in the first half. Mike, the Rockets cannot afford to give the Zeps any more yardage, any more points at this point.
Well, the way that the offensive line for Shenandoah dominated in that last possession will be interesting to see. If they continue to do that, the Rockets don't have much hope here this evening.
Yeah, I don't know if Berne Union was expecting this.
I tell you, the offensive and defensive lines, both from Shenandoah, have been very, very dominant here this evening.
All right. Barnett, the handoff, straight ahead. Feldner going to pick up right around 3 on the play.
That's just a good, tough run that time by Feldner. Really nothing there. He got those 3 on his own.
Zeps go quick. That's one thing I like that they've done. I mean, when they get rolling and they go quick huddle, you get back on your heels pretty quickly. Barnett with the snap. He's back. He's looking, gonna gun it down the field. He's got nice catch by Yates. Is he in? He's gonna spot him there. Right there, yes sir. That is Hunter Yates with a nice catch.
28-yard hookup.
1st
from
and 10.
Barnett to Yates.
That's a Caldwell Lumber first down there on the Rockets 22. Straight ahead, Feldner. He'll pick up probably right around 5. Let's see where they mark this. Let's call it 4. 2nd down and 6 now. Barnett. The fake, straight ahead. Braxton Barnett makes one man miss, makes another man miss. He's got the 10, the 5. They're going to chase him out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Zeps. That's a Caldwell Lumber first down. And Barnett doing a great job not only throwing the ball, but carrying the ball tonight, Mike.
I've got him 6 carries, 69 yards.
Straight ahead. Feldner.
Nothing doing there.
Yeah, and this time, well, you hear the cowbell. Nice stop by the Rockets. Haven't had to listen to that cowbell too much tonight.
No, we haven't. That stop made by James Ashton, and right in the middle of the fray there.
Barnett rolling, looking. Got to check up. Got a man down there. Couldn't quite get it to him. It was Radizak he was looking for. Bounced the ball right in front of him.
He broke open a little bit late that time, and Barnett just could not quite get his feet set to get very much put on that pass.
All kinds of pressure that time by the Rockets on that rollout pass.
One of the few times he's really been pressured here this evening.
All right, 3rd down and goal. I think they'll go for it on 4th. The snap, Barnett's back, looking, guns the ball inside. He's got a man!
Guess who?
That's Hunter Yates. 6 points for the Zeps. They're dominating this football game. 25-0 now, Shenandoah. I think they're going to go for 2 here, Mike.
Yeah, those last kicks really, nowhere close, so.
5:23 left here in the second. He guns the ball up the middle, knocked away by Berne Union, and the point after is no good. So 5:23 left in the second quarter of play. The score, Shenandoah 25, Berne Union nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
At Emory Heating and Cooling, one call gets it all. They provide comprehensive heating, cooling, and air quality services, including air duct installation, heat pump, air conditioning, furnace installation, and repair. Ed Emory personally provides high-quality products that are both budget-friendly and provides the results that you would expect from your high-quality HVAC system. So don't deal with a bunch of techs. Deal with the local expert in the field, Ed Emory and Emory Heating and Cooling. They also offer 24-hour services. Give them a call, 740-255-4837.
Back, Shenandoah High School, 25-0 Zeps. They are dominating this game against Berne Union tonight. They have taken control of the line of scrimmage, Mike Podlasiak, and they have not looked back.
I tell you what, the record setters this year for the Zeps, Braxton Barnett and Hunter Yates, their numbers just continue to rise. 3 touchdown catches for Yates tonight, and Braxton Barnett has thrown for 153 yards and run for 69. Well over 200 total yards so far, and we're still just a little over halfway through the second quarter.
Ball's bobbled. That Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company kickoff bobbled by Berne Union. And Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance on Main Street in Cumberland, covering the insurance needs of Ohioans for 122 years. Rockets kind of wishing they had some of that insurance, because that ball was bouncing around pretty dangerously, scooped up by one of the Berne Union players. They've got it 1st and 10 now on their own 23. They've got to make something happen.
Bill, after that first possession where they had a little bit of success moving the football, they've done very little against the Shenandoah Zeps defense ever since that.
They have kept a lid on Nate Nemeth, the All-Ohio quarterback for the Rockets, and done a nice job, too. Here's a quick, and over, boy, the Zeps were all over that. That was intended for 21, Colton Woodgeard. And Woodgeard, he probably feeling pretty fortunate that ball was overthrown, because there were green shirts everywhere.
Everywhere, yes. Nemeth so far in the night, 5 completions out of 10 attempts, 50 yards. So they've done a pretty good job holding the All-Ohioan in check here so far in the first half.
Hasn't really run all that successfully either.
No.
He's picked up a few yards here and there, but they've kept a lid on him.
You've got to give credit to those front 4 of the Shenandoah defense.
Nemeth, quarterback draw again. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. He's got the outside now, and he goes outside. That is about as close as it's come to him breaking one.
I tell you, nice the pursuit that time by Jared Trenner. Able just to get out there enough to get him pushed out of bounds, or he was gone for 6.
Caldwell Lumber first down. That's a gain of right around 12 for Nemeth on the on that play. 5:08 left here in the second, and that was close.
And as you mentioned, I think this possession is a must for the Rockets if they have any chance at all staying in this football game.
Nemeth back, looking. He's got a man out there. Cox drops, and it was right in his breadbasket. Oh, that hurts. Zach Cox had the football. Nemeth did a great job getting it out to him, and he just wasn't turned quite right. Lost the handle on the ball. Incomplete.
Well, you got to give Nemeth credit that time, because Hunter's shot was right in his face. Still able to deliver a very good pass out there to Cox, and he just tried to run with it without catching it first.
That's been Nemeth's problem all night. He just hasn't had much time to do anything. Snap, Nemeth got it. They're going to shovel that one out there, and all over the football, the Zeps, that is Cox. Let's see who made that play right there. That was Caden Palmer, number 19. Nice job by Palmer, staying right on his man. 3rd down and 11 for the Rockets. Big down here for Berne Union. Nemeth is a senior. You know, got to be wondering right now, is this going to be his last game? 3-year starter, All-Ohioan. The snap, Nemeth's back. He's got pressure again all over him. He gets the ball off, and catch made down there. Let's see. Is that going to be complete?
They're saying he's out of bounds.
Okay.
Boy, good effort over there that time.
Well, good effort by Nemeth, and I don't know who was in pursuit. I really couldn't get a number, but you could see they were closing down on the quarterback. I think that was Trenner.
One of them, it was Jared Trenner.
I think it was Trenner, and he was all over Nemeth. Nemeth able to get that ball off, Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Rockets have to punt it away. 4:14 left here in the second quarter. Zeps, with a good return here, could drive for another score. Snap. Low line drive. Kick. Ball checks up. Portman's got it. Makes one man miss 2, and he's tripped up. Boy, somebody just got a hand on him. And
I think that was
number 8,
Northrop.
Brendan Portman. He was close. He was close to getting away there. But it'll bring up a 1st down now for the Zeps. They're going to be at their own 40-yard line. 4:11 left here in the first half. A score here. I mean, Berne Union already in trouble. 25-0 Shenandoah. A score here. They're in big trouble.
And something to keep in mind, the Zeps do get the ball to start the second half. The Rockets won the toss and decided to receive. So they could, the Zeps in essence could put this thing away here real quickly.
Boy, this set up so much closer than it has come out on the field. And it's really due to what the Zeps have done on the offensive and defensive lines. Straight ahead. They're going to whistle that down. Let's see, that was number 24. That was Aiden McPeak for the Zeps.
170-pound freshman, another youngster in the lineup for the Zeps.
Well, you know, they get Jacob Feldner back next year, but they get McPeak as well. Long count. Barnett looks over to the sidelines, signaling some plays in now.
They're going to leave the freshman in the backfield, give him a little playoff experience.
Snap.
There.
The give, straight ahead, McPeaks again. He's got it. This time he's got some yardage. He breaks a tackle. That's enough for a 1st down, Mike.
Yeah, I'd say with the placement, that should be enough for 1st. Nice effort that time by the freshman.
Great job by the right side of the Shenandoah line. They gave him some room. Caldwell Lumber 1st down, straight ahead, McPeak, and he's dragged down for a 2-yard loss. That was number 50 for the Rockets. That was James Ashton firing in there. Nice stop there for Berne Union. 2nd and 11 now. Barnett, the quarterback, the snap. He's rolling to the left, back, and looking. Going to take it back across the middle of the field. Radazak has it. That's enough for a Caldwell Lumber 1st down, all the way down to the Berne Union 31. Big gain, and again, that combination, it's Barnett to Radazak. The snap. Barnett guns the ball out there again. That's Hunter Yates. He's going to pick up probably right around 4 or 5 yards on the play, down to the Berne Union 29.
Good pick up there on 1st down by the Zeps. Barnett.
I think the tempo is bothering Berne Union too. Shenandoah works fast. The snap, straight ahead. McPeak makes one man miss. And he's close to the 1st down. Don't think he quite made it. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short. 3rd down right around 1 now. 25-0 Zeps. 2:09 left here in the first half. Barnett, let's see. Timeout on the field. Timeout Berne Union.
The Rockets look just a little winded out there right now with the pace.
It's that tempo. It's that tempo, and I mean they have not stopped. Once they got them on their heels, it's been that way all night long.
The 2 fumbles kind of got the momentum going in the Zeps way, but to give them credit, they took advantage of those 2 turnovers, converted them to touchdowns, and it's been all green and white ever since.
Yeah,
then.
and the first one they created that one.
They did.
The second one was a Berne Union mistake.
A bad pitch on an option play.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was a Berne Union mistake. And they create a good hit on the first one, and that I think that may end up being our play of the game. Because all the momentum was wearing green at that point. And so far, 25-0 Shenandoah.
Tell you, the Zeps have had a nice mixture of the pass and run here so far in the first half.
Well, Shenandoah, they've got a whole half of football to play, but Shenandoah wins this game. You know what they get for winning this game?
Yeah, they get to go down to Beverly next week to meet the number 1 ranked Fort Fry Cadets.
And they are a handful. That's first down. Caldwell Lumber first down. That's McPeak again.
I think that was Jacob Feldner that time.
Is that Feldner?
He's back
yes,
in
it
the
is.
lineup, yeah.
Good call, sir. Thank you. You're here to keep me straight. That's it.
I'm here for you.
That's it.
I'm here for
got
you.
my back, don't you?
I do.
All right, we're back. Oh, here's a pass into the end zone, and that's going to be interference.
Oh, that's got to be.
Yes, here comes the flag. That was number 5, Hunter Yates, and, well, some unhappiness from the Berne Union sidelines, but I'll tell you right now, he wasn't looking for the football, and he was all over the receiver.
He'll march off 10 yards here.
Yeah, that's a Caldwell Lumber first down via the penalty. And that was Hunter Yates, number 5 in the end zone. Snap. Straight ahead. Barnett's got it. He's going to score again.
Not a hand laid on him that time. Good fake. Good fake there to Jacob Fellner. The hole to left side. I think you and I could have gotten through that hole.
Well, maybe.
That was huge.
It was huge.
Yes.
He's fairly quick, though. I don't know that I have that quickness anymore.
Little run pass option that time, and I tell you what, he made a very good read.
You know, you get the feeling the Rockets were not looking for Braxton Barnett to run the football, and he's run it very effectively tonight. 31-0 Shenandoah. All right, on for the extra point now. 21, Savannah Irvin. They get the snap and the hold down. She's 1 for 3 tonight, I think. The snap, it's down, it's up, it is.
Just cleared the crossbar.
32-0. 1:40 left here in the first half. Shenandoah with a big lead. We'll take another break. Back with more right after this.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
We're back, Shenandoah High School. Shenandoah Zeps having their way tonight with the Berne Union Rockets.
We really didn't see this one coming.
No. On paper, set up to be a pretty even 8-9 matchup. But the Zeps have dominated both the offensive and defensive lines of scrimmage with their lines tonight.
Just basically overpowered them.
Kind of unexpected. Really, the defensive line. Berne Union has an all-Ohio quarterback, Nate Nemeth. He hasn't had a chance to do much because he's had so much pressure tonight. All right. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company kickoff. Ricochets off one of the Rockets and picked up down there. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance on Main Street in Cumberland, covering the insurance needs of Ohioans for 122 years.
Zach Cox doing the right thing there for the Rockets, just getting on it to avoid maybe another turnover.
Yeah, that low line drive kick has not done Berne Union many favors tonight.
I'm sure the defensive front from Shenandoah right now is licking its chops because they know that the Rockets are going to have to throw the football.
And
they're coming with pressure.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of people in the box. Nemeth is up, and he's going to tuck it under and run. He's got no chance. That's Caden Palmer, 19, with the tackle.
Well, he's another one that's had a nice game here in the first half.
Recovered a fumble, made a couple of stops, and, called his name a few times.
He and Hunter Schott.
And honestly, we haven't had too much of an occasion to call a defensive back's name. We haven't. He hasn't got many passes off.
Because the front four, along with those two inside linebackers, have just dominated play.
Nemeth now in the shotgun formation, 32-0, 1 minute left now in the second quarter. The snap. He's back. He's going to tuck it under a run, breaks the line of scrimmage, and gets hit from behind hard. That was 59, Hunter Schott. Gain of right around 4 on the play. Let's make it 3 on the play, but he paid for that. That hit hurt. That's the other thing. When Nemeth has carried the ball, they have hammered him.
he will be in the whirlpool tomorrow.
Yes, I would say so. Under 20 seconds now in the second quarter.
And the Rockets in no hurry to get this playoff.
Yeah, I think, let's see, they may take a knee here. Snap, no, he's back. He's looking, got pressure. Good block. Now Nemath's got to tuck it under and run. He's going to run out of bounds with 5 seconds left. Not quite a first down, but close to it.
A lot of running there for a gain of 3 yards.
That brings up a fourth down. What do you do here, Mike? Do you try to run the remaining 5.1 seconds off the clock?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you just snap it back to Nemath and let him run around enough to run that clock out. I don't think you want to take a chance here of maybe trying to punt it.
Or they move. It's third down. Are they moving it back?
It should be fourth down, shouldn't it?
Was there a penalty that we didn't see?
Yeah.
Yes, there. Okay.
That explains it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So that's going to be a Caldwell Lumber first down for the Rockets. So I didn't see the flag on the field. Apologize for that. So that gives the Rockets the ball at midfield now. Maybe a chance here for Nemath to throw a long pass down the field. See if the Rockets can...
he's definitely got the arm to throw, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get the time.
I was going to say,
has
he had the time? He just hasn't. Rockets wig-wagging a play in now, and let's see. Shenandoah wants to talk things over as they've got 2 more timeouts left. Haven't had too many reasons to have discussion here, Mike, but they're going to talk this over and be on the safe side here.
Probably a good call there by Coach Lowry. You just want to make sure you have dominated this first half, and you don't want to give them an opportunity to make a big play and possibly get a cheap touchdown here on your last play of the first half and maybe change that momentum a little bit. So I'm sure they will be in a very safe prevent defense here.
Well, and they've put pressure on Nemath with just their line.
Yeah, they don't have to bring anybody else to put pressure on him. Those 4 guys across the front there have done a great job all evening with pressure on Nemath.
Just created havoc tonight. Especially, as you said before, Radazak and Schott. And let's not forget about 55 Jared Trenner from the inside. They have just put all kinds of pressure on him tonight.
Devin Wisen has been one of the other defensive tackles. That looks like number 25. I think that's James Freeman in now at the other defensive tackle.
Nemath is back, looking. He's going to heave this. Now, breaks the contain, the 50, the 40, the 30. That's going to do it. The end of the first half of play. A nice run by Nemath. Going to pad the stats a little bit, Mike, but it's not going to do too much else for the Rockets. Shenandoah, a decidedly green first half. 32-0 over the Berne Union Rockets.
I think Coach Lowry will be glad to give Nemath that 20-yard run right there. Not get, he wasn't able to find any receivers and really had no choice but to run it out right there.
Hey, we are at the half, and we're going to take a break. We've got the Ohio News Network halftime report coming up, so looking forward to that. The Berne Union Band and the Shenandoah Band will both be performing, so we'll have that on camera. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of the audio too. We'll take a break and be back with some halftime stats right after this.
Dad, I don't feel good.
I'll grab the Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey.
Isn't DayQuil just for parents?
Actually, Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey is just for kids, specially designed to treat kids' most bothersome cold symptoms quickly with a honeylicious tasting flavor kids like.
You know what else kids like?
DayQuil Kids Honey first, then video games.
Deal.
Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey, the kids' honeylicious daytime coughing, congestion, stuffy head, stuffy nose medicine. Safe for ages 6+.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Just happy to be here.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
From the Ohio News Network, This is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
And hi again, everyone. Welcome to Tonight in High School Football's halftime reports. This evening, we'll take a look at some of the strong, smaller school teams from Southern Ohio and visit with Jason Filiaw, who's called games on our Ironton affiliate for many years. Jason joins us next on the Ohio News Network.
I'm Scott Demaro, president of the Ohio Education Association, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we're proud to bring you tonight's game. OEA members teach in Ohio's public schools and universities. We drive your kids' buses and serve them lunch. We're school nurses, custodians, librarians, and more. And we coach your kids on the field. We believe in great public schools for every student, and we believe our team is always stronger when we stand together, just as we have for 175 years.
Every farmer has their reason for why they do what they do. For Becks, it's faith, family, and farming. Since 1937, the Beck family and family of employees have been committed to honoring God and helping farmers succeed. Farming is full of extremes, and we face the challenges with hard work and steadfast determination, delivering quality line of products backed by legendary customer service. We look forward to standing by your side, supporting you as you live out the life you were meant to live. Becks, when it comes to farming, we believe in something more.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids. At Beck's, they are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game broadcast. As we talk a little Southern Ohio football this evening, Jason Filiaw has called high school games in Ironton for many years. And Jason, some really good small school football down in Lawrence, Scioto, Gallia, and Jackson counties. Let me ask you first about the team you primarily cover, and that's Ironton. Boy, just another ho-hum season, 10-0 for the Tigers, sitting number 1 in Division 5, Region 19. Tell us about this year's group.
Man, Skip, it has been a tremendous year for Ironton so far this year. Rolling through the season, as you said, 10-0. Trevin Pendleton in his 5th year, the head coach. He's won 51 games already, been to 2 state championship games. And they're rolling again this year. Tayden Carpenter, senior quarterback, has led the way. They have so many weapons offensively. Carpenter's thrown for almost 2,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. His main target has been Ty Perkins, the Cincinnati recruit and commit. He's got 31 balls this year. 9 touchdowns, averaging about 24 yards a catch. But they just have so many weapons offensively, and they've rolled through the OVC, winning their 4th straight OVC title. And it's just been a banner year for this team so far.
Region 19 is just loaded with area teams down there, Jason. Let me ask you about Portsmouth next. 6-4 and a possible second-round matchup with Ironton for the Trojans if both move on tonight.
Yeah, they've got a road to haul to get up to Union Local and play that game. Of course, they're coming off a loss. They've got a quarterback who's in his 1st year. This is a team that's played tough teams all year. They played one of the top teams in West Virginia, AAA Spring Valley, had them on the ropes late in the 4th quarter before giving up a couple of scores late. So this is a team that's very capable of pulling the upset, and we could see a second-round matchup with Ironton. But again, they've got to shore up their defense a little bit because, as I said, they've given up a lot of points this year.
Jason, Portsmouth West is the 5 seed in Region 19. After dropping their opener, they've reeled off 9 straight to finish 9-1 on the regular season. What can you tell us about the Senators?
This is a really good football team, Skip. They won their first SOC title in 14 years with their win over Wheelersburg in Week 10. They won that one come from behind fashion 14-7. They've got a pretty good 1-2 punch in Mitchell Irwin, the quarterback. He's thrown for about 1,600 yards and 18 touchdowns this year. But Ryan Sissel is the guy. He's the running back. He's averaged about 150 yards a game this year and scored 20 times. This is a good defensive football team, too, holding that Wheelersburg team to just 7 points. That's a pretty tough out, being the 5 seed there. Of course, they'll be playing at home this week. May have to go on the road next week if Centerburg can get by and get their first-round win. But that's a really good football team as a 5 seed right there.
You mentioned Wheelersburg. That's a school that's been synonymous with success through the years, especially in the postseason. Just 7-3 record-wise this year, 6th in Region 19. But, boy, the Pirates are no stranger to this time of year, no?
No, they're not. And Rob Woodward has his team playing well. They've lost 3 games this year, as you said, but those have come by 9 points, 8 points, and 7 points to 3 playoff teams, Ironton, Jackson, and Portsmouth West. Those 3 teams have a combined record of 27-3. So they've played tough competition. They're going to be a good football team come playoff time. And, as you said, once the playoffs hit, it just seems like they crank it up another level with Coach Rob Woodward.
Jason, let's go a county to your northeast, and that's Gallia. Tell us about Gallipolis, a team you saw a couple of weeks ago, 8-2 and the 5 seed in Division 4, Region 15.
Yeah, they've got first-year coach in Cole Carter, and he's a young guy. I mean, he just graduated high school about 6 years ago, and he's taking over his alma mater, and they've got a good offensive football team. They gave Ironton all they wanted a couple of weeks ago, losing by 7, 29-22. That's a good football team right there, too, from the OVC.
Jason, how have the expanded playoffs been perceived down in your area of the state?
I think a lot of people like the fact that you get more teams in because you get these kids more practice, and the younger kids, I mean, that's valuable practice time for them and experience in the postseason. On the other side, it kind of waters it down a little bit. You've got teams with a sub-500 record getting in, 4-6, and I know that they want to get as many teams in and experience this as they can, which is a good thing. I mean, you're seeing teams in there that you wouldn't normally see, but, I guess I can see both sides of it, that you want to get kids this experience, but it does kind of water it down a little bit, I think.
Jason Filioff from our Ironton and Huntington area stations. We appreciate your time. Enjoy the postseason run with Ironton, okay?
Yeah, they're looking good, and hopefully they can make another run at this thing, Skip. I appreciate the time. It's always a pleasure chatting with you.
And we'll be right back on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's Player with Heart, Jonathan Hildebrand from Urbana High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
You can only do it for so long. Like, in 20 years, I can go pick up a basketball and go shoot, but I can't go play a football game with my friends. And I end up spending more time with my teammates than my family some weeks. Like, the amount of time we spend together, they are my family.
When Jonathan's not playing sports, he's busy with FFA.
I participate in soil judging, which just got finished up. Parley Pro is getting ready to start up, and then during the spring, I do livestock judging.
His passion and experience has taught him the importance of farming.
I've always been around agriculture. Like, it's instilled into me. It's something I always want to be around. I don't think I could go without it, honestly. I mean, every day I'm asking my dad, like, what he's doing and what happened today, what broke today, what's wrong now, kind of thing.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
This is ONN.
All right, thanks again to Jason Filioff from Fox Sports 1420 down in Ironton and Huntington, talking a little Southern Ohio high school football with us this evening. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Bex Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
McVay Perkins Funeral Home, located in downtown Caldwell, encourages you to consider funeral pre-planning. You'll find the ideas and suggestions from the McVay Perkins staff to be a genuine comfort to you and your family, and to your own peace of mind. To inquire about funeral pre-planning, call 732-4223 or visit their website at mcvay-perkins.com. McVay Perkins Funeral Home of Caldwell, proud to be there for you, your family, and the entire community.
Welcome back. We are at Shenandoah High School, 32-0. Zeps all over Berne Union at the half. Mike, this game has not been a contest. Right from the opening whistle, Berne Union, nice drive down the field. It was about their only offensive possession where they did much of anything.
they turned the ball over on downs there on that first possession, and ever since then, it's been all Shenandoah.
Yeah, Shenandoah dominating the line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively. They've done a great job on the offensive line and the defensive line, putting pressure on the All-Ohio quarterback, number 12, Nate Nemeth.
And he, I tell you what, Berne Union in the first half had about 133 total yards. Nemeth had probably 120 of those. He had 13 carries, 70 yards on the ground. Through the airways, only 5 of 12 50 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. 6 first downs for the Rockets in the first half. They were penalized 3 times for 25 yards, so really not much offensively, and a lot of that credit has to go to the defensive front and those linebackers for the Zeps. They have just dominated action ever since that first possession for the Rockets.
Yeah, the front seven have just not given Nemeth any time. They haven't given him any space. He's been beat up. He has really, really been pressured, and he's an All-Ohio quarterback. He's a cool customer. He knows how to take pressure, but the Zeps have been relentless.
And you can tell, we were talking to a couple people there from Berne Union before the game, and they said that from last year they lost a lot of their very good skill position players, and you can tell a lot of their skill players tonight are young underclassmen. And boy, they're no match right now for the Shenandoah Zeps, and especially Joel Radizak and Hunter Schott at those 2 defensive end spots. They have done what defensive ends are supposed to do.
Yeah, Berne Union also lost a 300-pound tackle who's playing Division III. He was very, very good. One of those guys could have really done a great job he could have done a great job on one of those ends tonight and taken a lot of the pressure off of Nemeth. But with them both putting pressure, he just has had nowhere to turn.
And then you throw, I believe it's Devin Wise and Jared Trenner. You throw those guys in there. They have just made life miserable for the All-Ohio quarterback, Nemeth, here in the first half.
Yeah, and Caden Palmer has done a good job as well. We haven't really had to talk much about the defensive backs because he really hasn't had much time to throw.
No, the running backs or the quarterback, either one, have very seldom ever made it to the second line of defense. They've not gotten by with that front 4 very often at all here this evening.
And Braxton Barnett, after the last 3 weeks he's had against teams that are 28-2 overall, he's looking at this team tonight going, well, hey, this seems to be working out pretty well. The Zeps offensive line is giving him all kinds of room, and he's taking advantage of it.
I tell you what, he has had an unbelievable freshman season, and he's added to it tonight. The Zeps in the first half also rushed the ball 21 times for 127 yards. Braxton Barnett, the freshman quarterback, 7 carries, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, the workhorse for the Shenandoah Zeps, the junior running back Jacob Feldner, 10 carries, 36 yards. Barnett through the airways, very impressive, 10 out of 12, 178 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Well, and you know, I was crowing about Joel Radizak, the tight end. He's had a pretty good game, but man, Hunter Yates, he's been the receiver tonight.
And there's another record setter this season, you know, for the Zeps. He comes in with 15 pass receptions for touchdowns, which set a Shenandoah record. Tonight, 6 receptions, 102 yards, and an additional 3 touchdowns. The young man you mentioned, Joel Radizak, who I tell you, he's an impressive target out there. 6'3", about 220, 225.
He's a great tight end. He's a great defensive end.
He is. He's had 2 receptions, 38 yards. Brendan Portman also with 2 receptions, 38 yards. The Zeps in the first half had 11 first downs. They were penalized 4 times for 35 yards. So, again, from early in the first quarter, this first half has been dominated by the green and white of Shenandoah.
Yeah, 32-0. Hey, this is the Sue Snode State Farm Insurance halftime report. We appreciate her sponsorship. Hey, let's just mention our sponsors here. Farmers and Merchants Bank, Doan Ford, Sue Snode State Farm, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dudley Satellites, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, West 40 Auto Sales, Fresh Start Floor Covering, Sharon Stone Company, Emory Heating and Cooling, Surgent Construction, Doudna Chiropractic, Lorenz Custom Engravings, MVHC, and McVay Funeral Home. Without these sponsors, we could not bring you this football game.
Right, we wouldn't have a job tonight, would we? So, big shout out to our sponsors, a big thank you for helping bring high school sports to our viewers and listeners back home.
Yeah, and we're glad to be here, but this is not what we thought we'd be looking at the half. We really basically felt like when we looked at the thing on paper that it really looked like a pretty even game. It has not been. In fact, we've got a number of surprises around the state.
Well, I don't know if you would really call them surprises, but I think this is what you see a lot of times when you have 16 teams in the first round of playoffs. You very seldom get very many good competitive first-round games. Just of local interest, at the half, Caldwell leads Frontier 35-3. Like you mentioned earlier, the winner of this game will in all likelihood have to go to Beverly next week to face the region's number 1 ranked team, the Fort Fry Cadets. And at halftime, they lead halftime. Yeah, we'll emphasize that. Halftime, they lead Marion Elgin 57-0.
Yeah. Wow.
Local favorite, the Cambridge Bobcats, with a big 24-0 lead on Logan Elm at the half. Barnesville getting a little stiffer test tonight than what we kind of expected. They only lead Piketon 14-0 at the half.
Yeah, Piketon's not a bad team, I don't think. Barnesville had a very, very good year, but that division very competitive, though.
Very competitive, and maybe just a little bit of a letdown for the Shamrocks after their big win last week against Union Local, who, by the way, is trailing Portsmouth at the half 21-12. And maybe one other game of local interest, Eastern is up on Shadyside at the half 21-0.
Yeah, St. Clairsville getting a test against Morgan tonight. A little bit of
Morgan, a much improved team in the MVL this year. They had a nice season over there in McConnellsville, and like you said, they're playing St. Clairsville tough, 19-7.
Yeah, good football team there, and Division 4. Pretty tough division to play in. St. Clairsville, the number 1 seed. So unlike Division 6, where Fort Fry's leading 57-0, you've got St. Clairsville up 19-7. So some good competitive scores here in the first half. Locally, a lot of teams that have made the playoffs doing very, very
Having
well.
some success tonight,
yeah. This, I believe Union Local, the only local team that is losing.
And they're only down 21-12.
Yeah,
so they're far from being out of that game.
They're far from out of the game, and you've seen the Jets a number of times. They're a good football team.
They are a good football team. They're led by a very talented young man. Carter Blake is their quarterback. He's about 6'4", about 195, 200-pound senior, and he can do it all. I mean, he can throw it, run with it. They've got some talented wide receivers, 2 very, very good running backs. In fact, the one running back, he set some records over Union Local this year as far as number of yards and touchdowns for a career. So Union Local's down early, but far from out of it.
Yeah, and they play a tough schedule, too. Tough conference. The Jets are in with Cambridge and St. Clairsville. Some good football teams. Bel Air, highly seeded over there. So, I mean, you've got some good football teams in that, I think it's the Buckeye 8 over there.
Yes,
in that,
it is.
that conference. You've seen them a couple times this year. You have a nephew that plays
yeah, my nephew's son, Billy Shoemaker, plays for the Zeps, for the Jets. Same 4 letters, but the Jets, Jets. Yeah, he's a sophomore wide receiver, and has had a nice year over there. And their record's only 5-5, which is a little bit deceiving. They lost their last 4 games, I think, by a total of 13 points against some very good football teams.
And like I said, the competition over there in that conference is pretty tough. So Jets did well. They made the playoff. They're playing a lot of schools that are bigger than they are. So a good year. A lot of teams, like I said, I'm very, very impressed with what Shenandoah has done here tonight. 32-0 over Berne Union. They weren't favored by that much. They're winning big tonight. Looks like they're probably going to advance to play another round, but as we talked about earlier, the prize tonight is the fact you get to play the winner of the 116, Fort Fry, who is they have just been unbelievable this year. They're an outstanding football team.
Coach Eric Cook, I believe this is like his either 13th or 14th year down there, and just has a phenomenal record. He's created a great program down there in Beverly, and I tell you what's amazing is I've got my niece's young man, Clayton is a sixth grader. Got a chance to see them play, and they do everything exactly the same. From their Little League program through the junior high, up into the high school. They run the same plays. They use the same terminologies. And that's how you develop programs.
Yeah.
And Coach Huck's done a great job down there at Beverly.
You build on it year to year. The kids aren't confused by anything that's going on. They learn early and they learn well. And of course, they run that spread offense, and they do it so very, very well. So great program down there at Fort Fry. But I believe that Shenandoah will give them a game. They've given everyone they faced this year a game.
We got a chance, or I think you were, you might have been in Hawaii that weekend, but I got a chance to see Fort Fry there a couple weeks ago at Caldwell.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a 7-7 game at the half. What a great high school football game. And then that game turned with an interception early in the third quarter, and that game ended up 44-7. I mean, they just have that kind of firepower.
Yeah, Zeps have really not been in a game this year. I think maybe perhaps their worst week was week number 5, and we were talking about the Jets, 49-20 loss to Union Local. That may have been their worst week of football. These last 3 weeks, they've played River, who's an outstanding team, 47-22. They lost to Barnesville, who's unbeaten, 28-14. And, of course, they lost last week to Caldwell, who's only lost one game, 28-18. Their last 3 opponents' records, you said it earlier, was 28-2?
Yeah, 28-2. So, yeah, I mean, they've played some great competition. And I was actually at that Union Local game earlier in the year. They had an early lead early in the second quarter, and a couple turnovers really changed the complexion of that game that night.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we're talking about now he's not a freshman really anymore. Braxton Barnett, just a freshman, game number 4. So you're learning the ropes. You're learning what competitive high school football is all about. You're a freshman quarterback. You go out there, and all of a sudden, a couple turnovers, and you've got some adversity. I had an old coach told me once, and you've probably heard this as well, you learn a lot more from losing a game than you do from winning one.
Exactly. You win, you think, well, I've done everything well, and it's hard sometimes as a coach to really teach and get on kids the following week. But, boy, after a loss, it's easy to see where you've screwed up and made mistakes.
Yeah, and I
try to get those,
I remember when I was playing, and I didn't get to play very much, but it was fun. And the one thing the coaches always said after we lost the game was, okay, guys, we lost this, we did some things wrong. How can we get better?
Yeah.
That's what you do. You come in, and I think the Zeps have gone through that this year. They've been through the fire. They're reaping some dividends now in this football game.
And as we noted earlier, you look down their lineup, they've only got 3 or 4 seniors in that starting lineup. Most everybody is a junior, and of course they've got a couple sophomores and of course the freshman quarterback. So the future, the next 2 or 3 years is extremely bright here for the Zeps.
Yeah, some big losses. A couple guys we've been talking about a lot tonight, 59 Hunter Schott, and also number 6, Joel Radizak, both seniors, both big guys, playing a big part in this win here.
And Jared Trenner.
Yeah,
the other one,
Jared Trenner, yes. And I think I left him off earlier.
So, yeah, I think that might be their main.
Yeah, 3 guys on the line, the defensive line, man.
They will not be easy to be replaced, but they've got a lot of skill kids back next year.
A lot of good involvement here. Coach Lowry's done a great job since taking over from Coach Johnny Jones, who was forced to resign earlier this year due to some family issues that he had at home. So nothing wrong there. I know Coach Jones has remained close to the program as well, which is a good thing. And Coach Lowry, he's got a ton of experience coming in.
He does. I mean, he was the head coach at Cambridge, and he stepped right in and kept this program going in the right direction.
Yeah, I think he was down at Worthington, I think, as well. Here we go, second half kickoff. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company kickoff, and goes to one of the upmen for the Zeps. And running out of bounds, that was number 16 for Shenandoah, Hunter House.
First time he's had his hands on the football here
Well,
tonight.
I don't think he was expecting that either. He was one of the upmen, and that just it was a line drive right into his chest.
He didn't hesitate, though. When he got it, he knew what to do with it.
Caught the ball with his hands. You like that. coaching staff takes a look at that and they go, yeah, look at that. All right. Zeps with the football and a 32-0 lead. Do you think Coach Lowry, I think for the first few series they keep playing football, but he'll call the dogs off if they keep this lead. Oh, straight ahead. That's McPeak. Gain of right around 13 on the play. Caldwell Lumber first down, and Aiden McPeak is finding some holes.
We talked about the young kids. McPeak is just a freshman also, 170-pound freshman.
Barnett with the football, looking, lobs the ball out there, got a man out there. I think that is Hunter Yates. Let's see. Is that a catch? Yeah, it's going to be a first down at the, I'm not sure, like I said, I'm looking.
I believe that was Weston Miley.
It could have been, yeah, it is. Number 3, you're right. It's Weston Miley. Get the glasses on him, and I've got him. So, nice catch there by Miley. Caldwell Lumber, first down for the Zeps. They continue to roll on the Rockets. The snap, straight ahead, McPeak makes one man miss, another man fighting into the end zone. Touchdown, Shenandoah.
Boy, that was just too easy that time by the Zeps, that drive.
Yeah.
3 plays, and I'd say the Rockets might be ready to head back.
I was going to say to you, what do you say if you're the Rockets coach? What do you say to the kids at halftime? I don't know if there's a lot you can say. It's 38-0 now, and Shenandoah with another opportunity to try that extra point now. Number 21, Savannah Irvin, the kicker. The snap, it's down, it's up, it is too low into the line, no good.
And that's something I'm sure that Coach Lowry wants to work a little bit on.
I think she's hit 2 tonight, hasn't she?
Yes.
So, okay. Yeah, and that is something, I'll tell you, it's invaluable. If you can get a kicker who can put it just through for the extra point, that's pretty big. So they're working on that right now. But 38-0, 10:33 left here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
Doudna Chiropractic, located on the square in Caldwell for more than 25 years, is dedicated to improving your overall health. Doudna Chiropractic specializes in safe, gentle spinal adjustments and also features spinal pelvic stabilizer, hydrotherapy, and nutritional supplements. Doudna Chiropractic is open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesdays and Saturdays from 8:30 to noon. Call Doudna Chiropractic for an appointment at 732-4242. Visit them on the web at doudnachiropractic.com.
And welcome back to Shenandoah High School, getting ready for our patrons, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company kickoff. 38-0, Zeps with a huge lead. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance on Main Street in Cumberland, covering insurance needs of Ohioans for 122 years. Picked up by one of the back receivers for Berne Union. That is number 22, a name we were expecting to call a little bit more tonight.
Luke Schaefer.
That's Luke Schaefer. Luke hasn't had too many opportunities tonight, but Berne Union has not had a ton of opportunities as a football team tonight. Great job by the Zeps on the line. They've smothered just about everything the Rockets want to do.
We may not have mentioned before, but we are in a situation now we do have a running clock.
Yeah.
Because of the score, even though it's a playoff game, we still follow the same rules you do during a regular season.
All right. In what could be his last appearance as a Rocket, number 12, Nate Nemeth. Nemeth in the shotgun, the snap straight ahead. Not too much going there. Again, nice job there. Looks like number 52, that is Logan Clark for the Zeps. In there on the stop.
As Nate Homan on the carry for the Rockets.
Yeah, 38-0 Zeps. Rockets looking over to the sidelines for some kind of guidance. Nate Nemeth back in the shotgun again. The snap. The give straight ahead. And
guess who?
That is, number 8, Nate Homan. And did he run into Hunter Schott or Radizak?
Hunter Schott, I believe. He did a nice job playing off the block that time by the tight end and did not give up the the outside, made a nice play on Homan.
In addition to creating all kinds of pressure, they really have basically not given anything up in the running game.
I tell you, those two defensive ends have been very impressive tonight to me.
And you know, with Shenandoah, their tackles, you hear Renner's name, but they've just done such a great job with the line tonight. Jet sweep. That is number. Trying to see who gets off the bottom of the pile there.
That's
number 18. I was trying to, it looked like number 10. That's Scott Persinger. Persinger picks up a short gain, but it'll bring up a 4th down for Berne Union. They'll have to punt the football away. Nate Nemeth is the punter.
Kind of surprised that the Rockets didn't go to the airways at all that time. I don't know, maybe they just don't want to get Nemeth banged up any more than what he already is.
You're down 38-0. Here's a high snap. And boy, nice job by the Zeps that time. They could have gone after the block. Punt rolls out at the 42, and they held up their rush. As to
that was
one,
number 64, Jace Anderson in there with pressures, along with Joel Radizak. No surprise.
But they didn't pursue the block.
No.
Got a big lead. There's no point in getting a penalty and giving them the ball. So
Radizak actually got a penalty, if you remember there earlier in the game, in a similar situation.
We thought for sure
was a little closer at the time.
We thought for sure he got a piece of the football. He was that close.
He thought he did too.
Yeah, I think he did actually. Officials didn't see it though, so they couldn't call it.
Well, they don't have the luxury of having instant replay here at the high school level.
No, they don't. All right. Braxton Barnett, the quarterback, the freshman. Long count, the snap. Here's the jet sweep. Cutting up the one sideline. That is number 12, Wesley Hunter. Another sophomore.
A lot of young men getting some very valuable action here.
We're going to see a lot of young men get some action here, I think. All right, Barnett in the shotgun, 2nd down and 5 now. 6:52, clock rolling here in this second half. 38-0, clock will run. Here is Barnett with a keeper. He's going to get out of bounds. Taken down there by number 43. That's Ian Northrup for the Rockets. Gain of maybe about a half a yard, so that'll bring up a 3rd down. 4 to go for Shenandoah.
You got this game pretty well under control. It'll be interesting to see how much longer they go with Barnett at quarterback. The last thing you want right here is for him to get hurt.
I was just thinking that on that tackle out of bounds. I really looked at it and thought, boy, do you want to get him hurt?
Yeah, really.
Snap, the give, straight ahead. We're close to a 1st down. Not quite sure if he got it. I think that was Feldner with the carry. Got snowed under pretty quickly. And he'll be short. So I think the Zeps will punt this football away. No, they're going to go for it. Well, it's a change-born set, so they have to call the... that's another...
Oh, they actually gave him a 1st down, Bill.
Okay, 1st down. So Berne Union calls a timeout. That's another thing. We're going to keep it right here this time. 5:51 left in the 3rd quarter. That rolling clock is really... It's going to move pretty quickly here. But the pace that Shenandoah has run this game at has really, really bothered Berne Union.
I didn't get a chance to see him last week. Did they try to do the same thing? Did they have the same tempo against the Redskins last week?
They did try to work the same tempo, but they didn't have as much success with their plays, so it was a little bit harder to do. They did get into that rhythm a few times, and it did the same thing to Caldwell that it's done to Berne Union. It put the Caldwell defense on the defensive. They were on their heels when they were able to do it. But Caldwell, a little bit stouter line. A real tough contest at the line of scrimmage last week. I wouldn't have wanted to bet in the pits. Let's just put it that way. Good tune-up for the playoffs. Snap. Oh, bobbled by McPeak, and he turns around and grabs it. That was close.
Don't think he ever got the ball cleanly from Barnett that time.
Yeah, it was not pretty. it was not pretty. Few blowouts this year. Worthington Christian beat the Rockets 42-0. Calvert beat the Rockets 40-7. First game of the year, Cole Grove, another playoff team. We've been to Cole Grove.
Yes, we have.
Went down there and did it, and it was against the
Zeps. We saw the
Yeah, that was a great game.
It was a good football game.
1-point win for Cole Grove. But is it too much time? The live game?
Procedure. I think Quentin Gadd, the wide receiver, a little anxious that time.
You'll see a little bit of that because we have a lot of fresh jerseys on the field.
You know, I got to think if they're going to keep Barnett in at quarterback, they're probably going to just do a lot of handoff here, right here. And let people run the football. I wouldn't put him in harm's way at all.
Straight ahead McPeak, and he runs right into a couple of Berne Union defenders. That's going to make it third down, probably right around 17 to go.
And we say that clock continues to run. We're inside 5 minutes here to go in the third quarter.
That's why one of the reasons I think Berne Union kept it on the ground. They're overmatched on the line tonight, I think.
And I think they realize that, and I don't think they want to put their quarterback in harm's way either.
No. And here's a pass by Barnett as they go for the first down.
That was intended for Miley.
Was that Yates or Miley?
I think that was Miley over there.
Yes, it is. Good call. I have to get the number 5 and number 3. It's hard to tell from this distance, at least from my old eyes.
I was going to say our age is kind of hard.
Yeah,
that adds to it a little bit.
It does. So Zeps will have to punt on
first time tonight.
Yeah, 54. Drew Wildrout is the punter. I think back deep. I think Nemeth is the receiver. I think he's probably done this all year.
He does it all for the Rockets.
Boy, yeah, he probably cleans the locker room after the game, too. No, that's not. That's Cox, 24.
Zach Cox.
Yeah, he's done quite a bit for the Rockets as well. But you may be onto something there, Coach. I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think they're looking at Nate Nemeth, and they're saying, you've been a 3-year starter. You've been a valuable player. We've loved having you. We're not going to put your athletic career at risk, trailing 38-0.
And I've got a feeling, I mean, as good an athlete as he is, I got a feeling he's probably a basketball player, too.
Yes.
And he's got that to look forward to this winter. And, boy, the last thing you'd want to see would be him, sustain an injury that wouldn't allow him to compete this winter.
Third quarter already winding down. Hasn't taken very long with that running clock.
That's probably a good rule that they instituted at the high school level here a few years ago.
Yeah, at this level, I'd say the snap, the give, and yeah, let's see if we can get a number on who that is.
Like you said, we're going to see a lot of different ball carriers here.
Yeah, that looks like number 8 to me for the Rocket. That's Nate Homan. And short gain for Nate. Probably picks up around 3 on the play. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the third. Again, we haven't got to see the best of Nate Nemeth, I don't think. I think that he's a much better player. Oh, they're going to run a draw. They tried to run a little pass. And, again, tremendous pressure. I think that's
Jared Trenner.
Trenner, yeah.
Again.
He's going to dream about 55, 59, and 6.
Yeah, he's going to have nightmares tonight.
Because they were really all over him tonight. Those 3 guys in particular.
And they've rotated some other people there at that other defensive tackle spot.
Yeah, I think Jacob Crum in there now, number 50.
Getting his first action here tonight.
Snap. Nemeth is back, guns it over the middle. Nice catch. That's behind the receiver there. That's is that 21?
That was number 21, yeah.
Yeah,
Colton Woodgard.
Yeah, Woodgard drug that in with one hand, reaching behind his back and pulling it in. But it'll bring up a 4th down for the Rockets, and I would think they'll probably punt this. Are they going to go for this? They're going to go for it. Straight ahead. Nemeth has the first down. So that's a Coldwell Lumber first down for the Rockets.
First one for the Rockets here in the second half.
All the way up to the 34-yard line. Clock rolling under a minute 26 left here now in the third quarter. Boy, it does not take long to run that clock off.
No, it doesn't.
Snap, the give. No, that is Nemeth again, and he's going to pick up around 10. He will have a Caldwell Lumber first down. Let's make it 12. So Berne Union now has the ball at the Shenandoah. No, they have the ball at their own 45-yard line. Excuse me.
Nemeth now 15 carries for 88 yards on the night.
Trenner comes out. So I'm just wondering, I don't see Radizak on the sideline as well. So could be Coach Lowry calling off the dogs. Ooh, Nemeth drops the ball. Marker comes flying in, but he recovers it quickly. It'll bring up a second down and 14. So without that tremendous pressure, well, here comes Radizak.
Yeah, I was going to say, just so you mentioned his name, he comes back into the football game.
Yeah.
Along with number 52, that's Logan Clark.
But I think we'll see more and more fresh jerseys from the sideline with this big lead. Under 15 seconds now in the third quarter of play.
You know, Bill, gives you the chance for some of these younger kids to get some actual playoff experience.
Straight ahead, Nemeth gains those 5 yards right back, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now. And that's going to do it for the third quarter right now. The score after 3, it's Shenandoah 38, Berne Union nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more from Shenandoah High School right after this.
Everyone's looking for an encouraging sign in today's economy. The fact is, you'll find one right here in Caldwell at State Farm Agent Sue Snode's office. Because State Farm agents like Sue have been here helping people protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and we consider that a very good sign. See State Farm Agent Sue Snode at 400 East Street, Caldwell.
Just like on the field, we believe in teamwork with our customers. This is Ashley Rich from the Farmers and Merchants Bank on the Square in Caldwell. With our services, you can bank from your home, the office, or even at the stadium. You can sit back and enjoy the game knowing your money is in great hands. Good luck to all the local teams this year from everyone at the Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
MVHC Urgent Care provides health care without the wait. Their locations offer extended hours and are fully equipped with x-ray and lab services. You do not have to be an MVHC patient to utilize the urgent care services. Visit one of their convenient locations in Cambridge, Coshocton, Malta, or Zanesville for all your urgent health care needs.
Welcome back. We're at Shenandoah High School. Zeps have a huge lead here in round 1 of the Division 6 playoffs, 38-0 over Berne Union. Not expected. That's going to be some procedure. As in Division 6, Region 23, the Zeps came out as the number 8 seed, garnering the home field advantage. The number 9 seed, who they're playing tonight, is Berne Union. And you said, was it 0.04 of a percentage point?
0.04 of a percentage point, yeah.
Set up pretty closely, but it hasn't worked out that way. Here's Nemeth with the football. He's going to keep it, roll around the end. He's got some room. He's got space. He's going to take it down the field. Big gain for Nemeth. He takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line. And you know what, Mike? I'm beginning to think that some of those fresh jerseys that we've seen in there for the Zeps, well, you know, there's an experience thing, and Nemeth found some space on the left side. Big gain.
40-yard pickup there for the senior quarterback. Gives him 128 yards on 17 carries here tonight. So, like somebody was telling us earlier, everything goes through that young man offensively.
Caldwell Lumber first down for the Rockets. 10:56 left in the ball game. Running clock now. Nemeth with the snap straight ahead.
I think that's Homan again.
Yeah, that was number 8 Homan. I think you are right there, and he picks up nothing. Nemeth has had some success. Can't say too much about many of the other Rockets tonight. They have just not found anybody else to help him at all.
He has 128 yards on the ground. The other ball carriers for the night for Berne Union have a total of 8 yards combined.
Yeah, well, it's been that kind of a night. So, second down and 9 to go for the Rockets. Nemeth looking, runs into a crowd, and he's going to be brought down.
That's Hunter's shot again there with the initial tackle.
Yeah, Trenner was in there as well, 55.
Helped all out by Hunter Yates in there as well.
I think Caden
from his safety position.
Caden Palmer was in there. There were a lot of green shirts, and he's seen that a lot tonight. Just hasn't been much room to operate. There hasn't been. They started off pretty well. Good-looking drive, turned it over on downs. And
that's when the guys up front from Shenandoah started to decide. Yeah. They just decided, hey, it's time for us to dominate, and they have.
Exactly. I'm gonna beat the guy in front of me. Oh, a high snap! Nemeth scoops it up, but he's gonna lose big yardage. Right in there is Hunter shot. And they pick Nemeth is okay. But he is tired. 4th down now, and they'll go for this. It's 20 yards to go, but what do you have to lose?
Yeah, nothing, yeah. 4th fumble on the night here for the Rockets. They have lost 2 of those, and those 2 really led to the initial 2 scores for Shenandoah. Kind of got the game going in the Zeps' favor early on.
Well, the play of the offensive and defensive lines, the tempo that Shenandoah has run tonight has bothered Berne Union. And they have kept Nemeth bottled up all night long. Snap, he's back, he's looking. Got trouble. Radizak now turning, finds a man upfield. That is number 8 Homan, but he is well short of the first down. That will turn the ball over on downs. Zeps have the ball, and they still have that shutout. That goose egg is out there on the board. I think that is what Berne Union was trying to do. We're going to get our guy 1 score here before this game ends. Well, Berne Union may have been selling, but the Zeps weren't buying.
Yeah. Let's see who the Zeps bring out here at the quarterback position.
That's a good call. That should be interesting.
And again, as we mentioned earlier, the clock continues to run here. They are going to bring Barnett back out, but I look for him to do nothing here except hand the football off.
Straight ahead, that's McPeak again, I think. The 20, the 25, he runs out of bounds. Excuse me, that is 23. That is Tate DeVauld. I thought it was Aiden McPeak, but Tate DeVauld getting a carry. Barnett in the shotgun, the snap, the give, straight ahead. DeVauld again finds the sideline, and he's got some yardage. One thing they're going to have to teach the young man, well, it doesn't make any difference, but to stay in bounds, but makes no difference.
It doesn't right now.
No, not at all. McPeak is now back in the pistol behind number 2, Braxton Barnett. Barnett had a lot of success running the football here tonight early on, but they don't need him now, and they don't want to risk him.
No.
Snap, straight ahead. This is McPeak. Twisting, turning, probably picks up a yard. That'll bring up a 3rd down, probably right around 3 to go.
2 freshman tailbacks here getting a lot of experience, a lot of playoff experience in the second half.
Snap, the give, straight ahead. Oh, this time Rockets are right in on it. Good job by Berne Union. We've called this guy's name a number of times. Number 50, that is James Ashton. He is in on the tackle. 4th down now, and let's see. Zeps, are they going to go for this?
Ashton's had a nice game here tonight from his defensive tackle position.
He has.
Letting as much time run off here as they can.
Well, and I'm surprised they're going for it. I'm surprised they don't punt the ball away. It will set Berne Union up in good field position if they can hold here.
They may just be trying to run the clock. The play clock has just run out.
Timeout.
And they did take a timeout before it went to 0.
So now, Coach Lowry will talk to the Zeps. Boy, he has got to be happy with this win tonight. Really, you only have to play one good solid half of football. And come-outs and a lot of the guys on the sidelines getting some time. I'm looking at number 6, Radazak, off to the side now. He's not playing. So they'll be well rested going into this game next week, which sets up to be an interesting contest.
Of course, after this score we saw Fort Fry, I think that they're going to be pretty rested next week also. That score was 57-0 Cadets at the half.
Probably true. It'll be interesting to see because, the Cadets like to run tempo too. We'll have to see how
That'll
that
be an
works
old
out.
PVC matchup between the Zeps and Cadets.
It will be. All right, here's Burnett faking it, carrying the ball to the outside. Flags all over the place. Burnett runs out of bounds.
That's going to come back. They're going to call hold, I believe. That's on
70.
James Freeman, or 25, I think, was the running back there who they called it
Freeman,
on.
okay.
James Freeman.
I thought it might have been on 70, Caden Rucker. He was upset because you could see him throwing his hands. The flag came down. I thought maybe he got caught. But let's see. They'll mark this off. And that may change the call here as well. They may just decide to punt this way. Yeah, I think the punt team coming on right now. Wholesale changes and wild routes in there. They'll kick the ball away. Look who's back there to receive. Number 12, Nate Nemeth. 5:26, clock rolling here. Zeps lead 38-0. Nemeth gets the snap. Oh, slips down. Punt is shanked. And it's going to take a nice Shenandoah roll. Fortunately, it's right around the 47-yard line. And getting up, Drew Wildrout lost his footing there before he made contact and just was able to get a toe on that ball.
Got a very fortunate roll. I tell you, that was about as ugly as a 25-yard kick as you're ever going to see.
Yeah, but they didn't really get a return on it.
No, they didn't. So it looks like the Zeps are going to keep their pretty much first defensive unit. I say right now
they want to preserve that shutout.
They want to preserve that shutout. Yeah, that's one of the goals that a defensive coach has for his team every week. You want to shut the opponent out, and they've got the opportunity to do that here this evening.
Nate Nemeth still in there for the Rockets. He's going to carry the football, and Radazak can't get him down. Nemeth still with the ball, makes another man miss, falls down. There's a flag, comes in. Oh, my. One of the Rockets is down in the secondary. That's probably going to be on Shenandoah. Or was he a blocker downfield that he shouldn't have been?
Well, it was a run all. I don't think they can call it.
Oh, okay, you're right. Let's see what the call is.
Having a hard time getting a number on that player downfield.
Officials talking things over. It's against Berne Union.
That's a 15-yarder. They call personal foul.
Yeah, don't start that, guys. Been a good, clean football game so far.
It has.
And I didn't see anything, so I really probably should not comment.
Nemeth's shown a little bit of his athletic ability right there.
He's
several tackles.
Yeah,
he's still playing hard.
He is.
He's a competitor.
You can see why he's been all Ohio. Snap. Nemeth looking. Zeps are all over him. Flag on the play. Pickup of right around 5 yards. Let's see what the call is. That against the Zeps. Face masking.
Face mask.
So that'll be an automatic first down.
So we'll go 15 the other direction. Seven penalties for 65 yards on the evening for the Zeps.
4 minutes left in the ball game now. Excuse me, 1st and 7 now for the Rockets. Nemeth back and looking. Guns the ball down the field. He's got a man down there. Good defensive position, but they're going to get somebody with a bump, I think. See who that is down there.
Is that James Freeman?
15.
15.
Colt Wheeler.
Didn't really get turned around. He had pretty good position. I don't know if he made contact, but he never got turned around to play the football.
Yeah, and I think he did make some contact right before the ball got there. So that will cost the Zeps. And as we talked about, you bring the guys who are backups in, it makes a difference. Weston Miley back onto the field now. Nemeth. Snap. Straight ahead. Nothing doing. I mean, they have number 12's area code, and they're in the area all the time. You look at, I'm sure you watched the film. We talked about 80% of the offense runs through Nemeth. They had to see that, and I think that Coach Lowry said, guys, number 12 is pretty good. We're going to keep a pretty close eye on him. Hasn't been able to do a whole lot tonight. What do we have?
Motion, I think, procedure penalty against the Rockets.
So that'll cost them 5. A lot of penalties here in the last few minutes. 2:52 left in the ball game.
And we didn't have very many up until this recent little exchange.
Well, and you just get the feeling a lot of substitutes in for both sides. Things getting a little sloppy.
Zeps still have pretty much their first defensive unit here. I know across the front I still see Radizak out there along with Schott, Trenner.
I think they're trying to preserve that shutout, and as they should.
Well, the only thing you don't want here, you don't want injuries before the game next week at Fort Fry.
Nemeth is back. He's going to gun the ball down the field. That's picked. Weston Miley made that interception, and he had that receiver covered like a blanket.
He almost looked like the intended receiver that time.
He did. Great job by Weston Miley. Another turnover. That might just do it for the Rockets as far as their offense goes tonight. .224 left here in the ball game. Shenandoah has a 38-0 lead. Clock rolling. Zeps come onto the field. Some of the starters are in there.
Yeah, I see Jared Trenner out there along with the quarterback, Braxton Barnett.
They're going to give Trenner a carry. He's in the backfield. Let's see. By golly, he's back there at running back. So this is interesting. Jared Trenner in there in the backfield. Snap, the give, Trenner's got it, straight ahead. Not too much going on there. If Trenner would have been in to block for Trenner, there might have been a hole there.
Yeah, I know there would have been.
Yeah, that's... flag on the play here, flag before the... Yeah, I kind of like this. Let's give the big man a few carries here. We gotta like this. 38-0. And you know what? That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Zeps, taking it back to the 3. Last home game of the year for the Zeps.
Now you got Trenner lined up in the
Barnett,
end
again,
zone.
Trenner makes one man miss. Another man. Straight through. The big man finds a little bit of room. He's got the ball up to right around the 10-yard line. 3rd down now. Right around 13 to go for that first down.
So at this rate, they probably would only need to run about one more play.
Yeah. And Braxton Barnett's kind of in a mood to hand off.
And I think that's a smart thing to do right here. Because if the Zeps are to have any chance at all next week down at Fort Fry, that young man has to be healthy.
5'9", 210. And he's got it again. Up the middle, he's going to get a first down, and look at that big horse go.
That should do it.
That is going to do it. No doubt about it. You know what? Guys in the huddle said, hey, let's give him a hole. Come on. We can do it. Come on.
The way he was running, I don't think he needed much of a hole.
Oh, yeah, they're going to come off the field. That is going to be all she wrote right there. Wow. Hey, we've got some business to attend to, Mike. We are going to take a break here in just a second. We've got our Dudley Satellite Play of the Game, our Drive of the Game, brought to you by Farmers and Merchant Bank, and a lot more on our Fresh Start floor covering post-game show. The final score here tonight in the Division 6 Region 23 Round 1 playoff game. Shenandoah Zeps all over Berne Union. The final score, Zeps 38, Berne Union nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
McVay Perkins Funeral Home, located in downtown Caldwell, encourages you to consider funeral pre-planning. You'll find the ideas and suggestions from the McVay Perkins staff to be a genuine comfort to you and your family, and to your own peace of mind. To inquire about funeral pre-planning, call 732-4223 or visit their website at mcvay-perkins.com. McVay Perkins Funeral Home of Caldwell, proud to be there for you, your family, and the entire community.
Some things in life are just automatic. Like me, State Farm agent Alan Hunter, offering great neighbor service plus surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. If you were to contact us right now, you'd find you could have some of those surprisingly great rates and good neighbor service right away, as in automatically. Give me or my staff, Austin, Minley, Lori, or Kelly, a call today. 740-439-5385. We think you'll be automatically happy you did.
Dad, I don't feel good.
I'll grab the Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey.
Isn't DayQuil just for parents?
Actually, Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey is just for kids, specially designed to treat kids' most bothersome cold symptoms quickly with a honeylicious tasting flavor kids like.
You know what else kids like?
DayQuil Kids Honey first, then video games.
Deal.
Vicks DayQuil Kids Honey, the kids' honeylicious daytime coughing, congestion, stuffy head, stuffy nose medicine. Safe for ages 6+.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Just happy to be here.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, this is Stan from Dudley Satellite, your local dish authorized retailer. Our community is our family, and we are committed to supporting causes that matter here in Southeastern Ohio. That's why we are proud supporters in high school sports. It's just one way we are helping to make a difference right here in our own backyard. Call us at 740-581-1191 or visit 510 Cumberland Street, Caldwell to learn more about how we are supporting our community through Dish Cares.
Schrock's Woodworking is a family-operated cabinet shop with a passion for beautiful custom cabinetry. Whether you love a rustic kitchen with lots of shiplap or are drawn to a sleek and modern design, they create the kind of cabinetry you can build your life around. Call 740-489-5229. Cut out the middleman and work directly with your cabinet maker at Schrock's Woodworking. Visit schrockswoodworking.com for a virtual tour and a free estimate. That's SCHROCKS woodworking.com.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it is for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company to offer liability coverage to package with their patrons' Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today at 638-3604 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Welcome back. We're at Shenandoah High School. Zeps all over the Berne Union Rockets tonight. 38-0 is the final And Mike, I don't know if the score is indicative of the dominance that Shenandoah had tonight.
And that can be attributed to their fronts. The offensive and defensive lines just were dominant, especially after that first drive where Berne Union was able to put a couple first downs together. It looked like that this, it was going to be the game that we anticipated. But once they were forced to give the ball up on downs, it was all Shenandoah from there on out.
And it was no doubt about it. They basically took a look at the good possession, like we said, that first drive for Berne Union. But after that, it was just like, you know what? I'm going to beat my guy that's in front of me. And the Shenandoah offensive line and defensive line, they took charge.
And it was a lot of the same guys. But I'm telling you what, it was all green and white. It was a great effort. Coach Larry has to be extremely pleased. Not only did they get a win, they got a shutout. So, good contributions by the offense and defense. And this sets up a former PVC rivalry between the Zeps and the Cadets, and that will be at Fort Fry next Friday night at 7 o'clock.
Last score we had was third quarter, 57-0 Fort Fry. Figured the Cadets probably called the dogs off on that one. Also, I think we had a final from Caldwell too. 49-3 Redskins advance in the D7. So they're a good night for Noble County overall. But the celebration here in Sarahsville after a dominating performance, it'll be nice.
It will, yeah. And that was a good win tonight for the Redskins at home. They, in fact, with them being where they were at, they finished third in the region. So they will get to host another game next Friday at the fairgrounds in Caldwell.
Unfortunately, as we said, for the Zeps, they'll be traveling down to Beverly. Not a long trip, but they'll be facing one of the outstanding Division VI teams in Ohio, one of the outstanding programs in Fort Fry. But the way the Zeps have kind of come together the last 4 or 5 games of the season, you have to feel pretty good about the opportunity that they're going to have down there in Fort Fry.
They face some good competition. We've mentioned it before here this evening. They played River, Barnesville, and Caldwell their last 3 games of the season. Teams that combined to be 28-2, and they were competitive in all 3 of those games. Now they may need they're going to need to play a perfect game to give themselves a chance. They're going to go down there. They're going to cut back on some of their penalties. You can't go down there and make mistakes. Tonight they didn't turn the ball over any at all, and they're going to need that type of game next week to be able to compete with the Cadets down in Beverly.
Do you have a thumbnail on the stats over there?
Real quickly. I had Berne Union rushing the football for 142 yards tonight, 120 yards through the airways. So right around 250 yards. I had Mr. Nemeth, the returning All-Ohio quarterback, 7 of 14 tonight, no touchdowns, 1 interception. The big difference was they turned the football over 3 times tonight. The 1 interception and 2 fumbles.
Oh, key.
10 first downs tonight for the Rockets. They were penalized 6 times for 50 yards. Shenandoah, on the other hand, very dominant performance. They rushed the ball tonight 35 times, 205 yards. The freshman quarterback, Braxton Barnett, 8 carries, 80 yards, and 2 touchdowns was the leading ground carrier.
And he really didn't carry the ball in the second half.
He really didn't.
So that was all in the first half.
And the workhorse, of course, was Jacob Feldner, the 180-pound junior, 11 carries tonight, 39 yards. Through the airways, again, the freshman Barnett, a great night. 11 out of 13, 213 yards. So that young man alone accounted for almost 300 total yards tonight. 3 touchdowns, and those all went to junior Hunter Yates, who, again, we said he's the record holder for Shenandoah for the most touchdown catches in a year. He adds 3 more tonight in the playoff game. Also very effective was Joe Radizak, the big senior tight end, 2 catches, 38 yards, as well as Brendan Portman, also 2 catches, 38 yards. So, again, a total dominant performance tonight here by the Shenandoah Zeps.
Well, let's talk about our Dudley Satellites play of the game, and it happened in the second quarter. Somebody, and we're not really sure for the Zeps who did it, but they got to Nemeth. They forced him to fumble, and number 19, Caden Palmer, Johnny on the spot, scooped that fumble up, and the Zeps, who already had a 6-0 lead, well, they responded then with the Farmers and Merchants Bank drive of the game, and it was the quarterback, number 2, Braxton Barnett, dragging a tackler into the end zone. And then to top it all off, the Zeps kicker. And they just recruited her the last couple games. Number 21, Savannah Irvin, hit her first extra point of the year. So that was fairly big. She's only kicked in 2 games to this point. So Zeps have a 13-0 lead. They have all the momentum, and they never looked back from that point of the game on. So that's our Dudley Satellites play of the game and our Farmers and Merchants Bank drive of the game. And we have, I also want to remind you, this is our Fresh Start floor covering post-game report. Fresh Start floor covering on the square in Caldwell. They have over 30 years experience. They lay it right so you can walk on it for years. We only have one more little bit of business here now, Mike, and that is to name our player of the game. And we put some thought into this tonight. We really did, didn't we?
You know what? It's extremely difficult because when you have a big win like that, 38-0, you know that you had big gains by a lot of different people, and I'm sure some of these other guys have gotten players of the game, at one time or another during the season, and we've decided to give it to.
You go ahead and you pass the kudos out, and I mean it's a good idea. I love this.
Senior lineman, both offensively and defensively, Jared Trenner.
Yes.
He was dominant. I mean, every time you looked up and there was a big play being made defensively, there was number 55.
He was in the middle of it, and Hunter.
And he wasn't the only one. He didn't do it on his own.
Joel Radizak, they were those 3 guys on the defensive line. They were awesome tonight as far as that went. But Trenner, the senior, and then to wrap it all up, the last few plays of the game, they put him in at running back, and they said, "Here, big guy, carry the ball." He must have picked up 20 yards in 3 carries. It was great.
And that was probably the most excited the fans were the whole second half was when that young man got the football.
Yeah, and he did a great job. So congratulations to our player of the game. Brought to you by Plus One Pizza. Plus One Pizza in Caldwell, Cambridge, or Byesville, featuring signature pizzas and a full Italian menu. Visit PlusOnePizza.com. So congratulations going out. We'll get that award down there to number 55, Jared Trenner, and we don't have to tell him to share it with the line because he's part of the line.
Yeah.
so that's great. Again, Zeps advance. Nice win tonight. If you're Coach Lowry, we talked about this earlier. You get an extra week of time with your kids when you make the playoffs. Well, now they've won a game. Another extra week of time. That only pays off in the next year or so. I mean, kids remember that.
And you've got a lot of kids here that will be back next year. Like I said, they've got a nice group of 4 or 5 seniors that are going to be difficult to replace. But, boy, they've got a lot of nice skill players, especially coming back, led by the freshman quarterback, Braxton Barnett, who just continues to impress during his freshman season.
Yeah, number 2 had a big night. So did a lot of Zeps. The final score, once again here tonight, it is Shenandoah 38, Berne Union 0. I want to thank you, Mike Podlasiak, for providing color. Brandon Hickman, our technical director. Andrew Dunlap on the camera. Nice job, guys, tonight. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Wasn't really much of a football game because Shenandoah dominates. I'm Bill Cassler. The final score, one more time, it is Shenandoah 38, Berne Union 0. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you for watching high school football from AVC Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Snode State Farm, Dudley Satellites, Dish, Muskingum Valley Health Center, Schrock's Woodworking, Emory Heating and Cooling, Surgent Construction, Dave's Buy, Sell, and Trade, Doudna Chiropractic, McVay Funeral Home, Allen Hunter State Farm, and Sharon Stone.